What's up, everybody? Look, hello, Mr. Aisha.
Girl, my
Hey,
bad. I'm
Aisha.
filming. Hey,
Hey,
Nah, you
Diva.
you good?
look. He said,
Hey,
"Hey, cool girl."
I heard it.
I think we got a special guest in the live.
Yeah, we always welcome the masculine energy. Good
We
morning. What's the name? Laura's Garden and More.
Good morning. Thanks for joining. So I'm actually canning this time, sis.
All right, we got a cannon demo going on, y'all. So y'all better
It's,
learn.
it's hot sauce.
Uh-oh. So where you get your recipe from?
I got it open right here on my computer. It says savorysavor.com. Cayenne
Okay.
peppers, but I'm using my sugar rush peach
The
peppers.
okay.
And then
Okay.
I threw like a few sweet tart peppers in there. I don't even know what the sweet tart peppers taste like, but I wanted it to look peachy and a lot like the pepper plant was getting so full of peppers, but they weren't all turning peachy. And eventually I was like, I gotta get some of these peppers off of here.
Yeah, I
So
noticed that on it's another chick, Dolores's garden. She grows I think she's growing either sugar rush peach or ahi peach. It's something similar. And
yeah.
her plants, they be loaded down and the peppers don't always be all the way peachy. And she was like, let me get these off of here because I don't know what be getting in her garden, but she really be having some pest problems. Because
Some
some
people
be eating her
hot peppers.
peppers. They be eating her
Mm.
peppers, girl. I don't know what she got in her garden. I think it's Negroes out there eating. That's what I think.
For real, people do be doing it. Here, I'll show you
Because
guys. This is what I got left over. They are all yellow looking. Can you see?
yeah, I can see them. I can see them.
So I used the most peachy ones, and then I added those few sweet tart peppers, and it's looking very peachy. Actually, it's looking real pretty.
Yeah,
So I'm excited, and it's
yeah. Because
smelling pretty good.
the sweet tart peppers get red. So yeah, the yellow and the red will make it look peachy color.
Yeah, it came out nice. So that's what I'm working on. What you up to?
Girl, I was in the garden earlier today, so I went out there. We supposed to get rain today, so I went out there before it rained and checked on everything. I had to water a couple of things, and then I harvested a few peppers. I harvested some peas. What else did I do? Oh, I was working on getting my bamboo poles up too. So I got some
Oh,
of those up. I still got some more to put up, but I got about half of what I wanted to get put up. I got to put up. But then I heard some thunder and I was like, I ain't finna get caught in the rain. Plus, I had some clothes on the clothesline. So I had to get those clothes off the clothesline because I don't want them to get wet. So
I need to start doing that.
when I tell you the only reason I have a clothesline is to kind of basically make my dryer last longer. Because when it's this hot, why not? I just if I don't need those clothes like right now, I put them on the line and let them just air dry, and then get them when I'm ready for them. Now, if I need them right then, or maybe it's raining, I'll put them in the dryer. But no, it's really just to help me preserve the life of my dryer. That's really all it is.
To put these back.
But yes, indeed. I hope the hot sauce be good. But I like those sweet tart peppers. I got a bunch of them coming on my plants now.
I still need to do a taste test. I ain't even tasting them. I was like, they're red. They're going in. I grew
Yeah.
them.
They
So
kind of have a sweet taste to them, but they are hot. But when you cook with them, they mellow out some. They don't.
sweet tart peppers are hot.
Yeah, they hot, but they not super hot though. Them
So
ones you them
sweet tart
ones you
peppers.
growing them ones you growing they probably hotter than the sweet tarts.
Why are they
And
called sweet tart peppers and they hot?
because they kind of they do have a little sweet taste to them. You know what I mean? They got like a little sweetness to them, But on the
And I
back end,
sniffed it, and I said, I had my gloves on, and I
uh,
sniffed it, and I said, this smell hot, but it's probably my fingers because I've been working with the hot pepper. Girl, they
but you gonna can them, so since you gonna cook, that's gonna basically cook. They gonna mellow out. It's not gonna make your stuff ridiculous. It's not
I
gonna be
think it's
ridiculous.
gonna be good. The consistency
Yeah.
I got right now is looking very hot saucy.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So did you blended them up in the blender? Just
Right before I
okay.
went live, that's why I was on mute
Yeah.
because I ain't want to come on here and be rude,
That's all right.
making noise.
That's all right. The people gonna enjoy the demonstration. They're gonna enjoy the demonstration.
I'm gonna turn it and show y'all what it's looking like in a second.
So we can see what it's hitting for. What's up, Lynette Lawrence? Lynette, are you gonna plant your cotton this season or you gonna wait till next season to plant? And I'm sure a lot of people probably forgot we was going live. I did post a thing last night, but I ain't gonna lie, I posted it kind of late.
That's
I
okay.
I was a little
Better
late.
late than never.
Girl, this week I've been helping somebody remodel their bathroom. So this week I had literally all the way until Thursday. I've been tied up. I have been
You were
tied
doing that
up.
last week, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
at the end, yeah, we got it. I went with him to buy everything he needed to buy. Yeah, you're right because Saturday, yeah, I did. I think we started Friday. We was demoing. We finished the demo Saturday, and
Yeah,
then started. We didn't do anything on Sunday. We just chilled, and then Monday we started putting up the towel and putting up the waterproof membrane and the towel and all that stuff. But we got finished Thursday morning. We had a few things we need to tie up, and Thursday morning that's when we got finished with the tile. So, but yeah, this week I've been busy. Is it hot? Is you dying?
it's, I'm not dying, but it's good. It's like hot and peachy. I feel like
Okay. See, I told you
it's
them sweet,
hot. It
them sweet
smell hot
tart peppers.
now.
Oh, it smell hot. It
It'll
smell
probably
hot.
be more concentrated later. But let me
Yeah,
wash my hands with this spoon and then I'm gonna show y'all.
baby, she over there making hot sauce. Don't let me find out you start your hot sauce business. I forget who told somebody they need to open them up something. What's up, Kason? Okay, you gonna do them in the file? Okay.
Oh, can I turn this camera
Yeah. I don't know. I think can you? You should be able to. I think it did. It flashed. It did something, but it's back on you.
around? Okay, wait, facing back. Okay, here we go.
Boom. We
Okay,
in
let's
now.
see.
We in
Let's
now.
see. If I can stir it a little bit so y'all can
What's up,
see
David? How
how
you
it look.
doing this almost lunchtime?
Okay,
It
it's
look good though.
peachy.
Yeah, it look good.
It's peachy. So that's what I'm working with. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
real good.
So I need to bring it back to a boil and then we'll fill the jars up and stuff.
Okay.
Let me grab a
David,
something.
David, make sure you got my box of cantaloupes ready. I'm gonna need you to have. Yeah, file should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay in North Carolina. What's your zone, Lynette? Like 8 something? 8A, 8B or something? But yeah, David, have my cantaloupe ready. Cause them look real good what you had cut up. I didn't plant any cantaloupe this year. Did you plant any melons, Aisha? I know you probably planted a bunch of those mango melons.
You know,
I knew she was gonna look crazy when I said something about the mango melon.
them mango melons need a new name. They need a new name.
Seven,
I need to
seven
start a
B to eight,
petition.
7B to 8A. Do this, Lynette. Plant you some seeds and see what you get. Don't plant them all. I think you got enough time. Make sure you fertilize them real good. But I think you got enough time. But just in case you don't have enough time, leave you some seeds to plant in the spring.
I have a watermelon planted right now. I don't know how big it's gonna get because I honestly left it in this little pot too long.
Yeah.
So, but now it's in the
I,
bed. So we'll see how that goes.
yeah.
It's where the spaghetti squash was.
Okay. Your
So
spaghetti squash got demolished, didn't it? What got it? Vine borers or squash bug? Which one? Vine
I like
borer.
the vine boards because that's the ones that be in the
The
stems and
stem.
stuff.
And you see that little yellow stuff be on there.
Yeah,
David,
that's what I had.
I think she got enough time too, David. I think so. But
I think so. It's
it
a
never
long
hurt
growing
to,
season, and
yeah,
like 8 and up, I feel like it's long growing season.
yeah. It don't hurt to save you a few extra seeds just in case though, but I think she got time. David, what did you do to keep those vine borers off your stuff, or did you just get lucky?
Because they be coming for me.
David, do I need to send you an invite just to come on here? Um, yeah, they
Hmm.
look sweet. They look sweet when I seen them.
I can't see the comments though. Am I supposed to?
Look on the side. What did I do? Can you see on the right side of your stream yard? I got a little tab that say comments, and the comments be rolling. I
Mm-mm.
wonder. That's.
Oh,
You know what? You probably can't.
okay. Wait, I can, but then I can't see you when I'm reading the comments. But I can see it's fall okay in North Carolina. Hey y'all, I see y'all comments. They said they were sweet.
David, I'm
Okay.
gonna move next door to you. Is it in the houses for sale? But I'm not. Look, I'm just gonna hop the fence and go harvest my stuff and hop back over.
I
Y'all don't
think
believe that?
I would add some sweet peppers. I would mix sweet and hot peppers and not take any of the seeds out of the hot peppers.
Okay. Did you take the seeds out of them?
I took the seeds out of like half of them
Okay. That
because I didn't
helps.
know how hot it was gonna be. I know when you leave the seeds, then it's hotter.
Baby, let me tell you something. One time I made something like that, like some hot sauce, and I was being lazy, and I left all the seeds in that stuff.
And it was
Girl,
hot.
I couldn't hardly eat that stuff. I had to put one or two drops on the stuff. I had to go back later and thin that stuff out. I couldn't hardly eat that.
What do you put in your hot sauce? This is my first time. Well, canning. Well, this is my first time making hot sauce, and I'm
So
canning.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like a little bit of a vinegary hot sauce. So of course I have whatever peppers I'm gonna use. Um, and I do add some vinegar to it, and then I do add just a touch of salt because I need a little seasoning in there, just a little, just a
Mhm.
little hint of salt, not a lot. Just but I go by taste. But I'm trying to think, is there anything else I really add? For a regular hot sauce, that's kind of how I do it, and I kind of just do it by taste until it gets to where I like the taste. I'll add a little vinegar and taste it, a little
Yeah.
salt and taste it, and then I just keep doing that until it gets where I want it. I keep it real simple. That's really all I put in there. I don't for a regular hot sauce. Now I've made kind of now for pepper sauce. If But pepper sauce, I'm not gonna blend the peppers. I just take peppers, whatever peppers I got. I either leave them whole if they small, or I cut them up if they big, and I put vinegar on them. And that's about it. Some you can add to hot sauce that makes it kind of good is garlic. I find garlic sometimes is good in a hot sauce.
Mhm. I
Um,
have garlic in this one.
yeah, yeah, I've done that too. I put a little garlic in it if I want it to be a little garlicky.
Yeah. Let me see
My
if my jar
watermelon
is
run
hot.
into my neighbor's backyard, and I told her if they grow on your side, yeah, I tell your neighbor, she go ahead and sell me the house. You can't just open the gate, Lord. You can just open the gate.
Yeah, my jar is hot. I don't know if
Well,
you can see the
well,
stand.
I'm glad you got lucky, David, because baby, I can't. I have explained my neighbor grows, and so it's vine board city over here, so I can't. But
What
yeah,
you
I'm
say?
glad that you got
Probably
lucky, and you don't have no vine board, Rashad. I wish I had that. But the first time I grew squash, I didn't get vine boards. I didn't even know what the vine board was until the second year, and that's when I got them. It's like they
I
found me.
squash at mommy's house. The summer squash have vine board eggs, and remember I used to go out there and get them eggs with tape. When we
Yeah,
started with mommy when we
yeah.
first moved here, and then we did a butternut squash over there, and that one never had issues with vine borers. I remember one year we had a rodent that was eating the butternut squash over there,
Oh, they
but
was
we
eating
didn't
good.
have the vine borers. But over here, every squash I plant over here in this yard, vine borers, every single one.
Yeah, and I'm
I
not gonna.
tried again. I got spaghetti squash planted right now in a different bed, so I'll keep y'all updated. But look, I ain't putting all my faith in that one.
Yeah, check this out. Olivio, they live. Olivio and his brothers. I don't know. One of them named Carlos. I don't know all of his brothers, but they live in a house up the street. And I just now noticed that they built them. They built them a little raised bed out of some cinder blocks, and they planted some kind of pumpkin down in there. Baby, that pumpkin was looking real good one day, and the next day that pumpkin was looking crazy. And Olivio walked down here. Olivio don't speak a lot of English, but he can speak enough. Between his broken English and my broken Spanish, we get together and figure something out. But
Okay.
but he basically, long story short, he was giving me to come down there to look at his squad. And girl, the vine borers had just when I
Ate
got
it
down
up.
there, I see they didn't know what to look for. I knew immediately when I saw that yellow, that they little poop or whatever be on there. But that
Yeah, it
yellow,
looked
that
like your
time,
plant was bleeding.
yeah. When I said Olivio and I pointed, I said it's a worm, a worm. I
You
said it's
know, in
killing
my
it.
groups, I'm in some gardening groups on Facebook, and sometimes people will put pictures up. They be like, "What's eating my tomato, girl?" I'll screenshot that thing and circling like him right there. This is a tomato
Right
hornworm,
here.
girl. He's still on there. Like, look right above the poop, and he right there. Like hiding in plain sight. People be cracking up like good eye. I'm like, they don't even leave sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes Laura or Laura, I'm sorry, I'm just tearing your name to pieces. My apologies. Laura, what kind of squash you growing? And also, now this may be the reason, maybe because sometimes, like you said, they camouflage good. You can't see them. Yes, the frass, David. That's right. That's what it's called. Um, but on my plants, I every now and again I do get hornworm
Or
damage, but I have so many mockingbirds and cardinals and blue jays. Baby, when I get up in the morning, a lot of time I see those leaves where I can tell it's been ate off. I said that's a hornworm, and I do search
yeah.
my plants, but I think I have seen them. I have sat and looked out my window and seen those birds get up on those poles, those bamboo poles, and I
And
see them. They be looking down in the tomatoes. They'll swoop down in the tomatoes and swoop off, and they have a worm in their mouth. And I know it be them horn. So sometimes birds will get them, but not always. But I do try to tell people to welcome birds into your garden if you can.
yeah. I
I got
haven't
lucky that
had
I have great.
hornworms since the first year. The first year we came, we had hornworms. Ever since then, we haven't really had a problem with hornworms. And I think it's because of the birds. Like the birds eat our beauty berries. You know, the birds will eat everything if I let them. But I
Yeah,
planted the beauty berry for them partially too.
yeah,
Then I have like the little bird baths.
yeah.
You know, all that little stuff. They like that stuff, and they come around, and
They'll
then they
come.
get your worms
Mhm.
for you.
David asked what you making. I'm just gonna tell him. I know you ain't see the comment. She making hot sauce, David. She grew some peppers and she took those peppers and she's making hot sauce. David, I am country, but now I blame that on my eyes. I just couldn't see. I thought they said Lara. That say LOR. I had to look close. I can't see word for nickel. These glasses ain't for decoration. I'm blind. If y'all see me driving without glasses, call the police because because I ain't in my right mind.
Cause
I
you
can't see
can't
nothing.
see.
Honey,
Dang.
I'm gonna run over children, adults. I ain't gonna see nothing.
You want the
I ain't gonna.
children.
I'm gonna think they speed bump.
Animals, everybody.
Yellow, I'm running over everything. You see me without glasses, call the police. Something is wrong. I have a lot of birds, so I didn't think, but evidently they sometimes they don't get them because every now and again I have to get them. Um, all right, David, pass them on. But yeah, sometimes I have to get the worms off. I say 75, 80% of the time I don't have to do it. They get them for me. But there's the chance where they may miss them. What's up, JT Jr.?
I don't know if this one is gonna be enough.
Listening in the bushes. They got bushes in Alaska. I'm gonna quit saying. I'm gonna quit just saying that stuff. People gonna be like, "Yes, we have plants in Alaska."
Right? Oh, this is definitely not enough for another jar. So I wanted to have the tiny jars, but I ran out. So I'm gonna put this one in the fridge. I'm gonna let it cool down in this jar and put a
And put it.
plastic top on it and put it in the fridge and maybe we'll taste it in a few days.
Yeah, that sounds good. Talking about taste it in a few days. Yeah, I'll be tasting on that tonight. I go give me some little chips. I'll be dipping down.
Or maybe tonight.
See, look, she done changed her mind now.
It smells delightful. I'm so excited. This is probably the biggest pepper plant I've ever grown.
Is it?
I feel like yes.
I know for a while you say you were struggling with peppers.
Yeah. I think this might be the year of the pepper in my garden.
You think so? How
I
many
think
pepper plants? How many pepper plants you got?
I don't even know. I have a bunch in my green stock. I have like 3 elephant ear plants. I have probably 10 plants in that green stock that are peppers. But
Oh,
then the green stock peppers are smaller than all the other peppers. So I have like 2 cayennes, and then I just planted 2 scotch bonnets in my little side bed. And then I have this one. This is the Sugar Rush peach pepper. I have another one in the same bed, but I think it's been getting shaded out, probably by that the spaghetti squash, because that spaghetti squash was climbing everywhere and it was producing. It was just the vine boards that ate them all up. Even when I picked one of them, it was a worm like going inside of it. It was disgusting.
well.
I was like, "You still just in there?"
David, what kind of pepper plants you got? He said he got 9 pepper plants.
Oh, and then I have 2 sweet tart peppers, and then I have a bunch of peppers that I ain't even planted yet because I don't know where they're going.
That's funny.
I was like, I'm gonna give me some peppers this year.
You was
I thought
determined.
my seed starting was on point this year.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
with peppers, at least for me, I can direct soul peppers, but a lot of times they'll come up so late. Like, well, they'll come up late and I'll be late to get peppers, but the peppers generally still do okay. But if I go ahead and start early enough and sow my seeds in the greenhouse and transplant them, they seem to do better. That and overwintering. If I overwinter peppers,
yeah, overwintering is everything.
yeah. If you can do it, it's not. It's not the easiest depending on how you do it because I don't like if you pull them up and put them in a pot or something. Um, I see people have good results with that. But I'm gonna be honest and say I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm always trying to overwinter my stuff out there. So I have to protect it if it gets super cold.
I haven't been successful pulling it out and doing it that way, but I have been successful leaving it in the ground.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
just throw like a bunch of, I just throw stuff on
Mhm.
top, like leaves,
Yeah.
insulation. I don't know, just
Yeah.
because it's just the root that you want to keep
Hmm.
going. It'll
Yeah.
poke back out from that
That's
root,
what I do. I put a bunch of leaves and pine straw on it. And long as that protects it from freezing, it's usually okay.
Hmm. So we got like 2.5 little jars.
Well, that's probably going how often y'all eat a lot of hot sauce.
Yes and no, but this is the first time. Like now that I've done this recipe, I can do it twice or whatever. But I also
Yeah.
want smaller jars. Like this would have been more jars if it was the ones that
Yeah.
I wanted.
The
So
yeah, the little I know which ones you talking about because aren't those what are those pints?
these are half pints.
Those are half pints. Okay.
But there's some that look like this, but they're shorter. So I'm gonna put the top on this. Just it's a water bath canning, but when I put the top on, it makes it come up to a boil faster.
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
lock it. I just put it on.
hey, Army Chickadee.
Hey, Army
I
Chickadee.
I've been wanting to try the chiltepin peppers. Shishitos is one of my favorite. Not well. Every now and again you get a hot one, but shishito is one of my favorites. I love
Really?
those. A lot of
Maybe I
times when
should
I
try to
grow
grow Tostitos.
habaneros, yeah, when I grow habaneros, I usually honestly I'll grow them, but I give a lot of them to the Mexicans. They love the habaneros. They them of that house up the street, they wear them out.
I feel like I need to
What's up, Georgia Peach Nut?
grow the shishito because I feel like everybody talks about shishito peppers, and I had them one time, like at this little
Army
Asian spot, and they didn't taste like anything to me.
Army
And I was like,
Chickadee.
everybody loves these.
Wait, you talking about the shishitos? Huh? Army
I was
Chickadee,
like,
you don't have to download nothing. I can just send you the link. Let me know if you want me to send you the link. Um, but if you don't, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I think everybody think you have to download StreamYard. I don't even have StreamYard downloaded.
I
So
didn't download it. I just click on the link that you
yeah,
send me.
I don't even have it downloaded. So
You got
um,
some on me chickadees?
what's up, everyday OCD is chick?
Hey,
You give away your figs, David. You don't eat none of them.
give them to me because the birds are trying to eat mine.
What's up, LGGG love? We're gonna have to find you a nickname, L triple G or something. No, I didn't send you the invite. I can send it now though. Georgia Peach Nut, what you gonna make for me with them potatoes that you harvested? Yeah, I know you probably thought I haven't been watching. I've been watching. I've been watching. The birds wearing his yeah, they trying to wear mine out. Y'all, if y'all watched that video, I know y'all heard where I said that raccoon took my that was a sin and a shame. The raccoon took the
And
fig, the
this
organza bag, everything. It was sick.
I say he took his food to go in the packaging, like a
Yeah,
to
he
go.
got him a to-go plate, two of them. Yeah, because he got two figs and two organza bags, so he got him two to-go plates.
Maybe he took
And
it
I would
home to
love to
his
know where that
wife.
organza bag is. Maybe so. I guess he figured he was going through the drive-through. And like I said, I don't know if that's a raccoon or a possum, but I'm gonna be honest. Usually the possums, they snatch your stuff off and chew it right there. Raccoons is usually what carry your stuff. Now that's not an absolute, but in my experience, most time possums would kind of tear it down and chew it right there. Raccoons won't. They'll carry that stuff out somewhere.
Mm, mm.
Oh, that's the magnolia. The tulip magnolia. Oh, I need to see can I root that. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. I don't know nothing. Uh, Go Grow sent me. I got a package from her, just kind of willy nilly, and it has some cuttings in it. And um, what is this? Oh, Army Chickadee. Where have I been? Because I'm just not seeing these pictures that you showing me. When did you send this? On the fifth, child. I'm out to be shaming myself. That's a sin and a shame.
What are you
That
looking
is,
at?
I am. So I'm sending Army Chickadee this link.
Oh, to
Uh,
join.
yeah, to invite her to join, but she sent me a email.
Oh,
Oh snap! Oh, well, this is gonna be nice. The one that we need to have.
did I
Yes,
really
I
do
agree. I
this?
decided. Well, yeah, that's fine. You don't have to show. You don't have to show that because I already know the vibe. Because it's some stuff I don't show. Don't even get me started. Oh, I wish I was there to help do some of this renovations. Cause babe, I've been renovating that bathroom at my friend's house, and that done got me on. I'm on a kick now. I think I'm finna start my kitchen. It is expensive to spend
It's
to send
expensive to send
fish.
food.
Yeah, because they rot so easily. I think that's why you'll
Yeah,
never
they
see
don't
them in the
last
grocery store.
long.
No, I think that's why you'll never see them in the grocery store. You might see them at a farmer's market, but not the grocery store. What's my favorite? I don't know, Miss Gail, because I like to eat now. Um, but I must admit, smothered potatoes are delicious. But I like all kind of stuff: French fries, smothered potatoes, mashed potatoes,
Like all
Hasselback
potato,
potatoes.
baked potato.
Yeah, baked potatoes, loaded baked potato with barbecue on them, because
Mm-hmm.
Texas. Um, but yeah, I like all kind of potatoes. Yeah, I'm not choosy really when it comes to that. Aisha done fell out. I think. I don't know. She'll be back, y'all. Something happened. Let me go back up. Um, Miss Gail says she just getting up. Did you sleep good, Miss Gail? You got your beauty rest. Breakfast potatoes. Yeah, I like breakfast hash, and those are good too. Oh, you seeing them next day? Oh, you high dollar. All right, David. Potatoes for me is hit and miss. I've had really good potato harvest, and then I've had nothing too. I've had both. Um, it just depends. Oh, Aisha's back. Let me add her back.
My
Oh, look
bad.
at
I
the
think I
quiet.
pushed the wrong button. I'm getting my egg.
She texts. I got your text. Somebody let me back in. Ah.
Y'all say hey, it been raining.
Do they like the rain or it don't matter? They not getting rained on though.
Yeah, it don't matter. I put a plastic thing over the front because the rain kind of makes this wood swell sometimes, but they don't get rained on. But if it rains for too many days, I won't get eggs.
Miss Gail, did your eye surgery go good? GT Junior talking about chickens. Them quail, GT. Ain't no chickens that doggone little. He thought they were chicken nuggets. That's what he thought. It's all right.
I mean, we did have one named Nugget, but she went to the freezer and then we ate her.
She went to freeze camp.
She went to freezer camp and then to the pot.
Poor thing. She didn't know her fate.
She was the one snatching people head off.
I know.
Girl, Nugget
I
was
already
a
know.
savage. Scoot over, y'all. Just want my egg.
And ate one as soon as they were hanging. They taste like what? You know, Lynette, I had a Miss Figgy, Nature 9 sent me that cutting. He sent me two cuttings, and I got one of them to root. And I'd be doggone if I didn't pay attention or something and I forgot to water it and I killed it. It had already rooted and everything. I could kick myself to this day. Um, and ever since then I haven't had a Miss Figgy fig anymore. But I know they taste like mangoes and peach.
Mm.
Today I tasted one of my Emma figs. They taste just like honeys. They're kind of they stay yellow.
My whole house smell hot.
Uh
I'm saving eggs
you
to
got some
hatch some more chicks, Diva.
are you got some questions in the comments. GT
Oh, I
Junior
do.
says, yeah, I'll read it if you want. GT Junior says, are quail pretty quiet? Are they it says messing, but I think he means are they messy? Only female quail?
The quail, I would say they're quiet compared to chickens. They have times where they're not very quiet, like when they turn about a month and they think they grown and you figuring out who are boys and stuff like that. It's more noise. But like right now, in my covey, I have four girls and one boy. And like I said, I'm gonna hatch some more eggs because I want one boy on the other side, and I want more girls because the hens will lay like 1 to 2 eggs per day. But I feel like they're pretty quiet. Like I don't think they don't make more noise than the birds that are already outside tweeting all morning, you know, and making
Yeah.
whatever noise they're making. So it's not really noticeable. Messy.
Oh,
I
I
would say
see you. I'm
they're
blind. I'm
messy.
sorry.
I feel like
Hey
they are
sis, what's
messy.
going on?
Hey.
All right. Can you
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can.
All right. What's going on, ladies?
Nothing much.
What's
What's going on?
up?
Thank you. Thank you for joining the live.
I got questions, so I'm gonna ask.
Go.
Um, First thing, that whole bathroom remodeling, I would need your help. It's going on. It's over a week. They said they was gonna have the job done in a week.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't done yet, and then they talking
Oh,
about next week. Now I was supposed to I asked them if they wanted me to buy certain things. That way I could have been ordering it. Come to find out certain things ain't even ordered yet, which is gonna push the job back even more. So that's kind of me off. So that's where I'm. If you were here, I would not only give the skills, but I do it myself too.
I know that the friend that I'm helping out, he's never remodeled anything before, and he pretty much called me because he saw my bathroom, and he was like, and everybody know I bought an older house. I didn't buy my house was built in 1950, but
Oh, let me time out. My apologies.
uh-huh.
Hello, chat. I just came in with hello, ladies, and then speak to the chat being all rude. So my apologies. Hello, chat. How y'all doing?
But yeah, he and so when he saw my bathroom, he said, "When you moved in, was it like that?" I said, "No. When you
Right.
walked in there, you could step through the floor and be outside. That's how my bathroom floor, because somebody let the shower pan leak and it rotted the whole floor. So
Oh wow.
and so he saw what I did in the bathroom. He was like, "This looks gorgeous." And I said, well, if you ever, because he bought a house that's from the 50s, but his was actually in better condition than mine. And he was like, well, you think we could do the same thing? I said, yeah, let's pick out what you want. He was like, let's go to the store. And that's, that's just kind of what we did. So,
Okay.
but yeah, to be honest though, I'm self-taught. Seeing what you experiencing with contractors, to be fair, that's why if I can do it myself, I will, because contractors nowadays, it's not like it was back in the day where people took pride in their work, and when they said they was going to do something, they would do it. Nowadays it's kind of like contracting work, who the first con man to show up, I'm
Mm.
going to tell this person one thing, I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And see, that'll run me ragged, because just do what I ask you to do, what I pay you to do.
That's
Because I
it.
don't haggle people. When you tell me the price, I just pay.
That's what I'm
And
going by.
then
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you don't do your job, that's what pissed me off. And so now I'm hot and I want to fight. So if I do it myself, I can't fight myself. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah. My husband said we will do the floors. I looked at him like, I'm not doing these floors with you, but you could, invite some of your friends and do the floors because I'll pay for it. I just know that it would not be sync compatible with these floors if me and him did it. So uh, I'm not.
y'all must
Yeah,
y'all must have two different working styles.
you think? So I'm not doing the floors. So then my next question was for Aisha. Now, I saw your last video. Bless your heart with the grapevine. I would have been the torch would have been out. I can't deal with them squiggly, wormy looking things. And then when you showed them on the green stalk, and you was that close to, no, it would have been burned. I can't. I'm thanking that my vines didn't survive because if that's what I have to look forward to, I can't grow grapes.
And this is my first year having that
Yeah.
though. Like I grew grapes last year and I got grapes. I had grape juice. Baby, I thought you couldn't tell me nothing. This year, it's like every time it gets nice and bushy and happy, those worms come and
Mm.
they just act so fast.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's hard to get a handle on them. So I just be like, baby, just please survive. Just don't leave me. Just
I
just
don't
hold
think
on
it's
till next year.
I don't think they're gonna kill them. I don't think so. Those things are
Mhm.
called. I looked them up. I think it's either one or two worms. They're either cut worms or army worms. They one of the two.
They don't
Army
know.
worm sounds about right because it's an army of them out there.
Mm.
And what y'all think? Maybe I should have put some more diatomaceous earth on there. I don't know. I'm just like,
Diatomaceous earth, in my opinion, don't work well
It
on worms.
seemed like it did it? Okay.
Uh-uh.
mm-mm,
But I,
mm-mm.
but like I said, if y'all still getting all that rain, BT will kill them. But I don't know if y'all still getting that rain or not.
Yeah, it stormed last night.
See, and that's a waste of. And I'm in the same predicament because it's supposed to rain the next 3 days. So if the worms be out there, they're gonna be feasting because I'm not gonna keep spraying my stuff, wasting my money.
Yeah.
How did the sting or the bite do? How is that doing, Aisha?
I'm
She's talking
sorry. I was just setting my timer
No,
for
no,
10
no,
minutes. My cannon started boiling.
no.
What'd
That's
you say?
you said it bit you. How is that doing?
Oh, it's fine. I was watching it. I'm like, it better not swell up. It better not do
when
nothing.
you said that thing, bitch, you, I like to lost my mind. I was over here hollering,
But
hollering.
why? Why they bite? He
I
bit
guess
me.
you apparently taste like grapes. Apparently,
But can't get not one grape on the vine.
Wow, that's
You know,
crazy.
but that's one thing I learned about gardening is that like every year is different. And you might think you got it down. You might think you swimming in peaches, baby. Because that was another thing. We had so many peaches last year. And this year,
did it bloom at all, or what happened?
it bloomed. I think it might have bloomed too early. I don't know.
Well, what it may be is this. So that tree did. I remember it was heavy with peaches last year. My parents do the same thing. If you don't thin, a lot of times your tree will go to blooming every other year, and that's. But I don't mind that. Now, if you sow that you want stuff every single year, my pears and peaches do that. If I don't thin, like next year, I may get one or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you want to kind of, because it spends so much energy trying to make all of that huge crop of fruit, it needs energy to recover the next year.
Yeah.
I
My
think
parents,
I'm okay with every other year. I just need
I'm
to
good with it.
preserve.
Yeah, I'm good with it. It
Like
don't
all
bother
them
me.
apples.
That's how the
Yeah.
apple tree does, though. So next year it's
That's
not
what I was
gonna be
gonna
that.
say. All those apples. Oh my gosh. That was
Yeah.
amazing. I'm like, look, there are apples everywhere.
And
And
I'm
you know
tired of
how to change it into,
She
something
said,
that you'll be able to use. That's the thing. When you grow a lot of food, it's a lot of work, huh? Because then you gotta do something with it.
I'm telling you, I got like 3 buckets still sitting out there that I got to do something with.
oh
I'm,
my
What you
goodness.
planning on
there's only
doing with
so
them?
much other than apple pie. I think I've made apple everything, and I'm about, So I'm thinking maybe I'll take some to the food pantry.
Yeah.
But a lot of people around here I just have apple trees, and their trees do the same thing I do. You pass, and it's just lying on the ground.
Uh huh.
So I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know several people that, because it's a lot of people got figs in their yards. I think it's probably 20 or 30 fig trees just in my neighborhood, and some of those people grew up with those figs, and they tired of them. They just let this stuff fall on the ground. They don't even care no more.
that's a
Do
shame.
they do? Is it called gleaning in y'all's areas? Where like
When you let the
people who
birds
grow, I
eat
think
the sun.
people let people do it though. Like if
Oh
you
yeah,
grow too much food and they let people come get it,
Mm.
yeah, because
because that's what I'm telling you.
yeah, gleaning is just letting whatever come get what they want. So yeah, I imagine that's what they call it. Yeah.
I
Because I
leave the
would
little
definitely go pick up some apples if somebody let me. Like, oh, you tired of your apples? I don't have apples in my yard.
I leave the picker out there for people to drive by and get it. Other than putting a sign up that says free, nobody stops by and get it. They used to a few years back.
Hmm.
Um,
I
but
would definitely stop by, especially if you had a sign like, "Oh, you just clear communication. Thank you.
yeah, I mean,
I'll
even my
be right there."
neighbors, and she don't have an apple tree, but she don't come over here and ask for none or do nothing with it. But it
Oh.
is what it is. No,
Well, the apples, if they hit the ground, they'll feed the tree for next year.
True.
you know what I've
Compost.
been doing though? I pick up the bad ones and I throw them over there in the chicken run. So
Mm.
build up that soil back next year, and hopefully when I get chickens to run back there. And I'm thinking about quail too now, but I gotta get the boxes set up in there because there's gonna be chickens and quails in there. So I've been keeping my eye on your quail situation, but I guess
You
I want.
go and get ready when you put your quail box up. Make sure you put a little octagon in there, cause where they be fighting, it's gonna be like the QFC, the Quail Fighting Championship. Cause the way
I
they
was
be
gonna
fighting,
say, I still highly recommend quail though, even though
hey,
they be
I ain't
slapping
knocking
each
them. I'm
other's
just
head.
saying I know what's up. When I get my quail, I'm gonna make some little boxing gloves for their butts. They're gonna be ready because they be in that fight. Them quail be going to work.
So I'm gonna take up everybody's time, and I know the chat probably got stuff going on. So I got two other questions. One was this morning on your blog you mentioned about the figs. So if you water them too much and they bear fruit, the fruit is not as sweet, is what you were trying to say?
Yeah, they kind of, so figs are naturally a desert fruit. That's figs. They suspect that when they say Eve ate that apple, they suspect that that was a fig. Apples don't grow where the Bible is. Apples don't grow out there. That's desert. That's a lie. So they suspect that that was actually a fig. Figs are desert fruit. So when you water them too much, they suck up all that water, and your figs, it waters down the taste. So
Mm.
they're not it. They won't be as sweet. The real flavor that you're looking for won't really be there. But what you can do is, if you can do it, don't, like, if it rained the night before, don't pick that fig that day. Wait one more day, and the
Mm.
fig will go. It usually, the flavor will kind of go back.
Okay.
and be okay. But some it just kind of depends if they super ripe. Um, you don't want your fig to be overripe too, because see, figs are so they'll ferment on the tree. If you let them stay on the tree too long and get them and they taste like wine. Woo.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, but yeah, they will. So as your figs are starting to ripen, you want to water them, but you don't want to kill them with water because you want the flavor to be, you want the flavor to be. And somebody asked, what does brown turkey figs taste like? To me, they're kind of like they have a honey taste to them. They really don't have a berry taste to them. I like them. They're really sweet. It mostly kind of tastes like honey for me.
I agree. That's the same kind of fig that I have, and but mine. This is the first year that I've eaten off of it, so I don't know if next year the flavor will be more concentrated or something. But so far, I like them.
Okay. Now, I got a question. Since you ladies been gardening for a while now, explain to me, why is everybody's YouTube channel that I look at is growing loofahs? What's this thing about loofahs?
I
No.
let Aisha answer that because I'm scared of them loofahs. I done told y'all. I'm scared of loofahs. Aisha the one made me scared of loofahs. Aisha and Clausen, both of
I,
them scared of loofahs. One year your whole yard was loofahs. I couldn't see the fence. I couldn't see the house. I couldn't see nothing. All I could see was loofahs. It wasn't till Ricky the rat showed up that the loofahs.
man, it started eating my loofahs up. Man, well, I'll say for me, I really love the loofahs. Like it replaces some stuff in my house, and I give them away. Like my brother-in-law loves to bathe with the
Yeah.
loofah. I like to clean up with it. I use loofahs outside a lot, like when I'm cleaning my quail water containers
Mhm.
and like different stuff that I just keep outside. I don't have to take any sponges or anything out there. And then I'm thinking of learning to make soap. So I thought it would be really cool if I could like slice the loofah up and then
Mm.
have it like in the soap. So you like exfoliating and
Mhm.
washing at the same time. So I got dreams with skills I ain't even learned yet. But that's why I grow loofahs, just because I started learning to grow stuff, and then I was like, "Ooh, I can grow stuff." So now I just be trying stuff out that I ain't never
All right.
tried before.
You know you can eat loofah too.
I never ate it. You see, I grew
When
up
it's
I feel like
using
when
it for
it's
that's
when it's
showers.
debatable.
young, when it's young, you can't
Maybe
wait
I
till it
should
get
have
big.
tried it
You
younger
gotta
because
wait
we
till they
tried it.
like when they like this. They say they taste
Mm.
like a cucumber.
But who is
So
they?
it's some people that grew them. I saw them tasting them. That I mean, they was YouTubers. I can't remember the channels. It wasn't none of us. I had to say
That's
that
what I
it
want to
was
know. Was they looking like
not. I mean, they was Caucasian. I can't lie. I can't. They ate it
maybe
and said
mine
they like
wasn't young enough. Maybe mine wasn't
okay.
young enough. But we
So
tried it and we did not like it. I like to
what
use
did it?
them and
What
not
did it
eat them.
taste like? What did it taste like?
Excuse me. It tastes kind of like cucumber, but it was still spongy though.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So maybe
That's
if I get it younger, way younger, because they were pretty young.
well, how much? Because they how much younger? Because if it's about 4, 5 inches, it can't get much younger, can it? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I'll keep
I
you
don't know.
updated. I don't have Lufa in the garden this year actually
I know.
because
I
I put
see.
my spaghetti squash there, which didn't work. But now I got a watermelon there. But I have access to my mom's community garden plot, so I think I'm gonna try to go put some loofah over there. So
Oh,
I'll keep
okay.
you updated.
The whole community garden gonna be took over. Just watch what I'm telling you. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get to nothing. That I told y'all I planted half a seed. Some killed my loofah. I ain't planting no more seeds. That's I ain't planting. I'm scared of this. I planted that stuff way away from my house because I
And you have more space than me, so you have no reason to be scared of the loofah
girl, I said if it's doing that in that small space, what it's gonna do in my space.
the most.
Well, that's all the questions I have. I'm afraid of for somebody else to get on and ask questions, but I just want to say thanks to both of you and I appreciate you for everything you do.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
I'm listening though, and I'll be in the chat.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye. So I just turned
Yes.
my canner off. So I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes and then I'll pull the The jar's out. So it's just a 10-minute water bath can.
Oh, that ain't bad. It's the only thing you
Yeah.
make. It's the only thing you making hot sauce today. That's the only canning you doing, or you doing any other canning?
That's it for today. I gotta go. My DJ for she's been my DJ for all of my events. She's shooting a music
Mm-hmm.
video today, and I'm supposed to go be like an extra for her.
I was gonna say, gonna be in the music video.
You know,
She
supporting
was.
supporting the arts.
What's up, official Jamil?
Let me see if I can see the comments. The thing is, when I see the comments,
When she see the comments, she turns her phone off. That's what she do, cause she has exited herself out again. Oh Lord, she'll be back in a minute. So yeah, what y'all been doing in the garden? What are you growing this year that you haven't grown? Aisha is in Houston, Texas. That's zone 9A. I'm guessing on that one. It's 9 something. But she's in Houston, Texas. Here she is. Let me get her back on. She's back.
I'm so trying to read the comments. It's because I try to push the button to see if I can see the comments, and then I'll be all the way out the live. So I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna just let you read them because you'll say something to somebody, then I'll be like, I want to say something to them too.
You got
Yes, I'm in Houston, Texas. I think I'm 9B. Didn't the zones go up a notch this year or something like that?
I think, but
If that's
girl,
true, I think I'm 9B. If it's not true, I think I'm 9A. And
lemon
either way,
balm. So lemon balm is something you growing new this year. How you liking it so far? You like it? I grew lemon balm years ago and I haven't grown it since. Not for any particular reason. I didn't say, but that was back when I wasn't saving seeds.
I
That's
love
probably
lemon balm.
yeah. This
I grew it last year. I thought it was gonna come back. It didn't come back for me. So,
yeah,
but I
mine
have
didn't.
some seeds.
When I grew it years ago, I thought it was gonna come back. It did. I don't
Yeah.
know what, but or maybe it did come back. I don't live at that place anymore. They may have lemon balm, and I don't know.
So that was before you moved to this house.
Yes, that was at work when I was renting. The bane of my existence.
Uh-huh.
Renting.
The renting
Well,
was the bane of your existence.
yeah. Well, my landlord was. He was terrible. He was
Oh,
terrible.
okay.
Yeah, renting was in, but he was terrible. Banana. Any tips or suggestions? How does the banana look, Miss Gail? If it looks okay, then it's probably really okay. I left my bananas in a pot for months before I put them in the ground, and they actually were okay. I would say a banana is a heavy feeder, so feed the snot out of it. I mean, that don't matter. That's whether it's in a pot or in the ground. Bananas just like to eat.
I've never been
But I
successful at bananas, so
yeah, if you if
don't
if
let
you
them
keep
get told.
yeah, if now if they mine freeze, mine have frozen always come back because the roots don't freeze. I have a
My
volunteer.
problem is that they come back, but they don't have enough time to do anything when they come back.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I agree with what you said before. Your yard is so small; it's probably not best to put those bananas in the ground, and not
Yeah.
in your yard because they're gonna turn into. It's gonna turn into something. I have a volunteer mint growing in my raised bed. They tell me to be careful. I would say this, Jamia. They say mint is invasive. I say mint is invasive when you take care of it. For instance, I have planted mint in my yard many times. It has never. I wanted it to take over a portion of my yard. It never lives because I don't water it. I don't do. But if it's in a bed, it's gonna get water. So they say it'll take over your bed. So I mean, I guess if you don't want that to happen, I guess move it or kind of watch it and see what's up. But I've never had mint to take over anything, but I've never planted it in my beds where I'm actually caring for it. I planted it out in the yard. I was hoping it was gonna take over this little section, but it didn't. That didn't work.
It goes
But
our
it's a
hot
pretty,
sauce.
the hot sauce is a pretty color.
It's peachy.
It's a pretty color. I'm growing corn and peanuts. I've never grown them before. I grow peanuts every year and I love it. I think I started growing peanuts maybe 5 years ago. This lady brought me some raw peanuts. Once again, Caucasian. She asked me, did I like boiled peanuts? And y'all tell me, do y'all like boiled peanuts? I don't. Miss me with that. I don't care if you season them or not. It's the texture. I can't do it.
Nigerians eat boiled peanuts.
I know. And I said to myself, I must ain't black. Because I know Africans love boiled peanuts. Love them.
Yeah, but that's
They
okay.
be
You
seasoned good, but ooh, it's the texture for me. I can't with that texture. Now parched peanuts, you can't beat me for it. Ooh, I parch some peanuts in a minute, season them and put them in the oven and roast them. You can't beat me for it. But see there, she like boiled peanuts. That's why I say there's something wrong with me. It's a lot. I know a lot of people like boiled peanuts, but she brought me raw peanuts and I just planted them, and sure enough, they came up.
nice.
She says everywhere in my yard. All right, Miss Gail, you might need to open you a little stand, a little
Okay.
growing stand. That's what you need to do. Miss Gail, do I need to, you know what? How about this? Let me see. I'm a Florida girl. They eat a lot of boiled peanuts in Florida. I'm if they do, I'm ignorant to that. So just bear with me. I don't know everything that Floridians. Yeah, you need to, Miss Gail, you need to open you a stand because because Miss Gail got all kind of stuff going. She got all kind of stuff going on over there.
So what's going on in your garden?
So Aisha, how often do you fertilize your fertilize?
Um, I don't even know how to answer that because y'all know I just fertilize with what's in my garden. So I would say like my own little fertilizer, the liquid kind. Every time it gets stinky, I fertilize. So probably every 2 weeks or so, I'll kind of dilute it a little bit, and then I water my whole garden with it. And then my comfrey too. Like every time I replant something, I always try to add some type of nutrition in there. I use my comfrey a lot as fertilizer. So like right now, while it's getting hot, I'm cutting it and chopping it everywhere and then sprinkling like my pine straw on top that has the quail poop in there just to kind of mulch and also add some nutrition. So I feel like I'm always adding nutrition to the garden. I guess that's a good answer. I don't really have a schedule though.
Okay.
And I definitely don't have a schedule of like how people do, like, oh, I do 511 every 2 weeks. I don't have that.
Okay.
How about
Got
you?
you. We, girl. Well, you know, my rainwater got tadpoles in it, so technically that's when I water with that, that's got a little fertilizer in it because I don't know. I guess people don't know tadpoles. They pee and poop like anything else. So that I mean, so that's a little bit of fertilizer. But like you, I do a lot of chop and drop too. Um, Boiled peanuts are in every convenience store, girl. Yeah, you
Boy?
right. That got to be a Floridian thing because they don't have that here.
Mm, that's interesting.
Um, but yeah, and then I use a slow release, like either meal or mixture, like granular.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
use
we do
that.
bone meal too, but that's just whenever I can broth. Then I make bone meal and I sprinkle
Yeah,
it wherever I think I'm gonna put some root stuff or
yeah.
what. Everything needs healthy roots anyway, so I just sprinkle it with whatever I'm working on. But it's really not a schedule. It's just really like how much I have at the time. Same with my compost. When it's ready, then I
Okay,
add it to whatever I'm planting. When it's not ready, then I use what I
yeah.
have.
Okay, But yeah, I do. I fertilize pretty regularly. I ain't gonna lie, it helps. It does, depending on what you're growing. I think to get, I think the reason my pepper plants get so big is because of how much I fertilize. To be all the way real with you,
Mm-hmm.
certain stuff don't need a lot of fertilizer. I find roselle and okra and stuff, it don't need a lot of fertilizer. Okay, this you say in Georgia. Well, Georgia right next to Florida. It says like that in Georgia too with the boiled peanuts. Okay, Miss Gail, I sent you an invite link if you want to join. If you don't want to join, it it's up to you. I don't, but I sent it anyway. If I had been better prepared, I would have emailed it to you before. But um, and if it is anybody that wants to join, just let me know, and we can make that happen. But yeah, I fertilize, and then when I plant my plants in, of course, I always put something in the hole. When I
Mm-hmm.
you know put bone meal, blood meal in the hole when I and I ain't gonna lie, I'm heavy handed with it. But I'm heavy handed because I know it's gonna feed it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna
And
feed
when
it for
you're using things that are natural, like it's nothing wrong with, you know, just throwing it in there. It's gonna all work together.
yeah.
Miss Gail, did you say
I
you wanted to
agree.
come
I
on?
agree.
I can't see the comments. Yeah, them worms that took my baby out though. It rained last night a lot. So I know all the diatomaceous earth that I put on there is gone now. So if it's dry tomorrow, I'm gonna try to see if I can reapply. But I mean, I don't really think that works for that. It doesn't seem like it to me. I do have what I was about to do was take the tops of these peppers and some of the seeds of the peppers that I didn't save. These are the ones that just went in my hot sauce. I'm gonna
Uh-uh.
dehydrate these and then make like a pepper spray and see if I can get rid of the worms that way.
Yeah, try the pepper spray. Try that.
We'll
Because when
see
I
if that
used pepper
works.
spray, before, it worked pretty good.
Okay.
Um, at the very least, I think it like when you spray it on their bodies, they probably feel that it probably burn them. But
Yeah.
whatever.
And I gotta make a like a hydrogen peroxide and water mixture for these spider mites on my eggplants. Oh my gosh. It's
Laura, Laura,
outrageous.
Laura say something or someone ran off with her fish emoji. It probably,
Someone.
it may have been an animal. They like the smell of that stuff. I have noticed that when I fertilize with anything like fish emulsion or bone meal, blood meal, the whether it's cats, dogs, whatever, they'll get into that stuff. I think they think it's food or something, which I get it, blood meal,
That's true.
bone meal, I
Girl,
think
Teddy be
they
trying to eat my bone meal. But he know he get bones.
okay, that's fine, Miss Gail. Um but yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if an animal did run off with your fishy mushroom. That stuff is stinky to us, but to them, I guess it smell like fish
Food.
food. I wouldn't want to eat nothing that smell like fishy mushroom, but have fun.
Facts.
So
Same.
Aisha, you say you having success with peppers this year? Is there anything else you having success with that you haven't had success with before?
Um, I wouldn't say that I hadn't before, but I would say like some stuff is fruiting for the first time this year. Like my fig, my donut peach made two little donut peaches.
Okay, have
My
you? Are they
elderberry made berries, but I think the squirrels or somebody eating the berries before I can get to them. I ain't had one berry, but it's huge.
Did you
um,
get to taste the donut
the
peaches?
donut peach was good. I don't know. Peach was good. I should have recorded that. Oh, our plum too. The plum. Uh, for the first time, and my husband and my youngest love that plum.
Yeah, had
Uh,
they ever? Well, that's probably the first homegrown plum. Homegrown plums taste better than the store. The store plums are okay, but
I don't even
homegrown,
like store plums, but I liked ours.
okay, okay,
But I don't know if that's the variety,
could be.
maybe the variety because the skin wasn't as sour, and I don't like to feel the sour all in my throat.
Okay, yeah, it sound
Like
like
when you get that feeling right here,
yeah,
I
like
don't need to
somebody
do all that.
like somebody trying to stab you. Yeah.
I don't need all that from a fruit.
Our plums here don't be super sour, but they're not. It's weird. They're not all the way sweet either. They're kind of watery, like kind of mildly sweet and watery, and they don't really have that flavor.
Hmm. This one was
They
sweet.
now
This was
they
sweet.
be big, because they be about that big, but they don't. My plum that I bought perished. You know how sometimes you get trees from these nurseries and sometimes they don't make it and they have a warranty. It's okay. They gave me a credit for it, but yeah,
Okay.
it tried to leaf out and it just did not make it. Sometimes when they graft, because you know those plums are grafted, sometimes the grafts don't fully take, and I think that's what it was because it tried to leaf out, and then that sucker it just went on.
Yeah, they just probably gotta keep it a little longer and make sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's dead for not. It's a stick. I need to pull it out the pot. It's just a stick in a pot now. But they gave me my credit on it. Of course, you know, naturally they don't never give you money back. They won't. They gave you a credit
No, yeah,
for it,
they say
so
get you
you
another
can.
tree.
They want me to get something else that's gonna perish. Uh, but you know, that's all. That's all that is. That's
They
all
gonna
it
keep
is.
you in a cycle. It's a cycle.
They don't keep me in too much of a cycle. They're going to give me something that live. But I don't know what I'm going to get. I want a plum because I don't have a plum. I really
Well,
don't.
I
So,
could probably get you a cutting,
and then I could graft it onto my peach tree.
yeah, I can get you a cutting. I need to give that plum tree some attention anyway. It got limbs growing all the other places that don't need to be, even at the bottom, because the bottom is the root stock.
Yeah.
Then it's what you really want. It's stuff coming out at the bottom. I'm like, no, not you now.
I wonder what they graft them onto. You never know.
I could still plant one of them, but it's a bunch of them popping out of there.
Yeah.
I guess the tree is happy, but I just wanted to focus its attention. In a small garden, you got to focus now. You can't be doing
We
too
know we
much
can't
in this little space.
we can't have no side mission. We can't have no
No.
side mission.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-mm. I didn't write down questions this time because I was canning.
oh, that's okay. It's all right. So
Just so you know.
what do your kids think about the garden? Do they like it? Are they indifferent to it, or do you
I
feel
think they
like you're
like it.
forcing them to garden?
You know what? To be honest, I have to remind myself that they should help me more. I like to be in the garden on my own. I'm
Oh,
not on my own a lot. I'm
mhm.
never on my own.
Oh my
Okay.
own.
I'm never on my own. Like other moms, even stay at home moms, drop their kids off at school and daycare and stuff like that. But I homeschool. So I homeschool, I work from home. So I like to be in the garden on my own. So I have to like slow down and say, let her help you. Let him come out and they do love to play in it. They love that there's so many like spaces out there to be in. I think they've gotten more comfortable with Some bugs, not wasps. They still run in the house
Well,
from
I
wasps.
don't
But
blame.
bees, they're not so scared of. And they love it's like an adventure every time because there's all these things that live out there, now, like lizards and toads and stuff. And my kids are very sciencey, so they like to be out in it. Um, they don't mind working in it, and I don't feel like I'm making them. And either way, if I'm making them, I'm their mom, and that's what's good for them anyway. So if I'm making them, they'll be all right. Because my mom didn't learn it, and her mom was growing food and canning food and stuff like that. And I would like for my kids to know, I'm not gonna always be here, and they'll be able to grow, at least know how to grow, know how to preserve some healthy food for themselves. So I hope I have a good balance at this point. I'm an urban homesteader. I'm not like a farmer that's out there all day and night and my son got to wake up and take care of the cows at 6 a.m. or nothing like that. So I think we gotta. It's all right for us. Like he loves the quail. He loves things that lay eggs. He probably gonna be something like a zoologist when he gets older anyway. So he was in charge of the last hatch of quail eggs and stuff like that. So they're very much into learning.
Okay.
And I find that they eat out of it better when they do help me. Like they have certain stuff that they love to do. Like, Mom, when's it time to plant the carrots? Because they love to harvest the carrots. So they like to be a part of, planting the carrots. So, they're in more than they were before I knew how to do this. And that's all I can ask for is progress.
Oh yeah. Well that's good. That's real good. Um, it don't look like you forcing them. They don't look sad when they be out there. You can
Okay.
always tell when you forcing some children, they be like, because
Yeah.
that's how I was. Granny, but like you say, hey, and now I look back, I'm glad she made me do something. Look,
Because
I
you
ain't like
needed
clean. I
it.
ain't like cleaning growing up. My mama made me clean. I'm glad she taught me how to clean because I done been over some people's houses. Their mama should have made them clean.
Exactly. You ain't want to be one of them.
No, when I was a little girl, I didn't too much care for taking baths either. My mama made me do that. I'm glad she made me do that. I done met some people that they need to be made to bathe. It's all kind of stuff. Like,
That's right. That's our
but
job to instill some stuff in you. You might not like it right now, but that don't mean you don't need it.
yeah, there's some skills, some stuff that you're gonna have to pick up and pick up on. But yeah, it's
And I
something
love to
else.
see kids that know how to do stuff. Like I love
Me
that.
too. Me too. The little kids that be on social media, it's a little boy. I guess his daddy a farmer, and his daddy bought him a little Hot Wheels truck, and he made him a little trailer to carry the. They got some ducks. He put ducks in the back of there. He be driving the duck around the property, unloading them and loading them up. Then he had something else. He had a little calf in there because they must got cows. He had the calf in the trailer. He had bought him a little. So Hot Wheels got some tractors now. Apparently, some little John
Okay.
Deere tractors. He had the cow. He was pulling it behind the tractor. I said, "Oh Lord, have mercy."
I
But
not
now,
love that for him.
yeah, he looked like he was having a good time. He looked like he was having a real good time. How your event coming?
It's coming along. I'm doing a lot of promotion for it, which is fun. It's like the fun work. So, I went to the mall the other day and I'm like, skip Black Friday, let's make it a Black Saturday type stuff. So, just trying to get in my little marketing bag, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're getting like vendor applications and the venue is really nice. So I'm excited. I'm trying to plan a little promo day so the vendors can get together and like help each other put together promos. Mine is more like very much more hands on than I think most shows are, even the communication that I give, like leading up to the show. So, doing more like little interviews and articles and stuff. And so, hopefully, we have a good turnout. This is my first ticketed event. So,
Okay.
going to be an experience, hopefully.
How much do people got to pay to get in? $45.
25.
Oh no, that's okay. That's straight.
$25. And the
That's
first
straight.
25 people get 2 free glasses of wine.
Oh, okay.
So, booyah.
Yeah, that's straight there.
You
That's what
know,
I said.
I try to make it something I would actually go to, something I would pay
So
to go. 25 ain't too much, but the experience is gonna be popping.
it's
Gonna be
enough to
black
keep
businesses in there.
it's enough to keep certain pookies in them out, you know.
And my stuff is bougie. I'm a little bougie with it, so that's how I like to keep it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Cause
Yeah.
baby girl looking forward to running the booth. She gonna be running the booth up in there.
She just happy she can go because I ain't let her go to the last sipping shop. I was like, nah, we're gonna be sipping and
She said, she
dancing
said,
and stuff,
she said,
but
my mama, she said, Mom, I'm grown.
that's why she don't need to go.
Ah! Don't be doing that girl like that.
She don't need to go, girl. The boys already think she look like Coco Jones, child.
Lord have mercy. Is that what you doing? Fighting them out? It was a woman on Instagram talking about this, how she was fighting them boys off her daughter.
I'm
Oh,
not, again, she's homeschooled, so she not coming into contact with a whole lot of boys that I don't know. And she also goes to like her science school is in person, so whoever signed up for that class is in there. It's a mixture. So it's not too many, but it definitely all happened at one time, and it was multiple at once. And I don't know if it's better to be involved or not, child. I'm like, if she was in public school, I wouldn't even know about half of this stuff.
yeah,
But is
that's
that what
true.
I want? Not really. I don't know.
I think back on it and yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on what kind of personality you got as a parent, I think. Because I remember vividly what public school was like. And child, have them Negroes. Mm-mm.
It was so much influence that you couldn't do anything about.
Yep, lots. You ain't never lied. It was all kind of stuff because them people was coming from all kind of homes and all kind of background.
And I
And
feel like it hasn't gotten better since we were in schools. Definitely went the other way. So
yeah, cause
I've seen a
that
lot of teachers that actually homeschool their kids.
that should tell you something. And then I've seen a lot of teachers that have no business in the classroom. Don't get me started on that either. Or even certain adults that have no business around children.
Yep.
I just took those cotton seeds and threw them in some dirt. Real talk. Uh you don't have to put them too deep. Maybe put them a quarter of an inch up under the soil. Make sure they stay moist. They'll come right up. Okra's in the, I mean, cotton is in the okra family. So cotton and okra grow very, very similarly. They germinate easy. They grow well. If it's hot, they like the heat. They don't shy away from the heat. They're more or less like okra, but instead of collecting okra, you collect cotton. So nothing has eaten my cotton either. And I'm not saying it's not stuff that don't eat cotton. The boll weevil do eat cotton.
I was gonna
Um,
say you ain't seen none of them boll weevil things.
I haven't seen any boll weevils, but I don't think in my immediate area there's a lot of cotton growing. I don't think. Now I know if I go about 45 minutes from here, there's a lot of cotton. I know where I can find fields of cotton, but
Hmm.
I don't think there's any commercial cotton. I'll show a video on Roselle. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying your roselle leaves. I try to tell as many people as I can. If you grow hibiscus of any kind, like if you grow the regular hibiscus, Texas star hibiscus or cranberry hibiscus, those leaves are edible too. Y'all remember that roselle is in the hibiscus family along with okra, along with cotton. All of those are in the same family. You can eat all the leaves. So make sure you get all your harvest, people. Don't leave your harvest outside. But yeah, those roselle leaves are really good. The hibiscus, like the cranberry hibiscus and regular hibiscus, their leaves are they taste the same. They have a tart taste to them. So yeah.
I got a cranberry hibiscus that I need to plant right now. It's in a little cup my friend gave to me, still in that cup, looking tall, looking like, hey girl, when you gonna
When
move
you
me
gonna
out of
move,
this cup?
I'm ready to move in. Yeah,
I be like, say it loud, just hold on.
the friend that I helped remodel his bathroom. So I went in his garden and I didn't know he had a cranberry hibiscus. And I saw it and I said, you know those leaves are edible. He said, you lying. I said, break one off and try it. Homie been making tea. He
Mm.
been making salads. He said he took a bunch of the leaves last night and boiled them. And he said basically it was almost like he had homemade Kool-Aid. Because you know
Mm.
the liquid is gonna be tart. And so he said he lightly sweetened it and he said it was the cranberry hibiscus color. He said it was
Mm.
beautiful. So he actually his neighbors next door. So it's a grandmother, but her three grandchildren live with her. And they didn't know what he was growing. They came over and asked him and he showed them through the garden. And when he showed them through the garden and told them about they saw the cranberry hibiscus, naturally it's very pretty. And he told them, yeah, I can make some tea for y'all. And he made, boiled it and made that. Oh, them kids is in love now. He said they
Oh,
come
that's nice.
he said they come over every day asking him, well, what plan is this? Well, what can you do with this? And what do you do with this?
What
So
you make with this? Is it tasty?
uh-huh.
Is it sweet? What it taste like?
Yeah, he got all kind of I said you gonna have some friends. Then they saw his you ought to see his spices. He has a whole wall in his kitchen, it's nothing but spices. And they was like, oh, you must cook. He said they was like, our grandmama ain't got nothing but salt and pepper. I fell in the floor laughing. I fell. I said, they telling it. They just telling it. I said, them kids gonna have you
Kids don't
selling
tell
plates.
it. Kids
I
don't
said,
tell it every time.
yep. And he told them, he say he going on a trip. He said, but when I come back, I'm gonna make y'all some jambalaya. And I said, be careful. You gonna have them kids. You gonna be selling plates. They're gonna make you quit your job, and you gonna be selling plates because you make that jambalaya, and they tell them people on the street. Because I done had his cooking. He can cook now. I said,
Mm.
you tell them people gonna have you selling plates. They're gonna be knocking on your door when you making some more of that jambalaya. That the kids,
Right?
so because like you said, the kids gonna tell it. They gonna tell
They
it.
gonna tell it, and they gonna tell it to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm,
Uh-oh.
mm.
We have a visitor.
Hey,
Welcome,
hi.
Miss Gail. Hey, Miss
Got me
Gail,
up
where
this
you
morning
going?
coming up in here. Look at you. I'm trying to lay in the bed like you do me. I just didn't know how to put a little emblem up there. What you call them little things? I
Oh,
want to get going deeper.
the avatar.
Going in the garden. I'm going in the garden, girl. You know, you got to be ready because see, this hat right here keeps the heat from touching your head directly. Y'all
I
know I
was
wear
gonna
those
say I like your
little
hat. It's cute.
baseball caps, and the baseball caps is too close to your scalp, so it's gonna get everything wet. But this keeps the
Mm.
heat away from your height. This is from Matthew Irvin, one of my subscribers. He and his wife are so sweet.
Yeah,
And
he
Oh,
now.
subscribes. He
Uh-huh.
subscribes to me too. He's always really nice. He's
Yeah,
really
they are
sweet
so
in the comment.
wonderful. Got me wearing hats like they call my church hat, but no, this is my garden hat.
That's why I'm
How
getting ready to
you
say.
doing?
I say you going to Bible study.
You need a whipping. What you need is a whipping. That's it. I wanted to put that in the chat, but I said no, I ain't gonna get that started right now. She'll be getting off in a minute. But yeah, you need a whipping. Everybody going church is long enough for me. I don't need no Bible study too. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No. How's everybody doing? How everybody in the chat? Aisha been cracking me up. You must be on your phone. I do the same thing. I don't know why you can't look at the chat and be on the panel too. I don't know what that's all about with YouTube.
I say
But
I'm just gonna let go of the chat. I'm just gonna try to listen to whatever Diva read out loud because I just keep getting thrown all the way out.
and then you'll be over there
Then I
kicking
got
her
a text.
legs up.
I'm like, girl, let me check in.
She
I'm in
be
the
over there kicking her
background.
legs up. She gone again.
Yeah. Cause all of a sudden it be me and her, and then all of a sudden I be big and she gone. And I'm like,
That would be
well,
me if I was on my phone. Mhm. A lot of
Maybe
people
next
have that
time I'll
problem.
use my computer.
Yeah, yeah. It a lot of people have that problem trying to pour. I don't know what the magic is to make that happen. Maybe it's just impossible, that you can't do the both, do two, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Miss Diva. I did. I think I did thank you for the yams you said. But my birds, I made a terrible mistake when I first put them out there on the deck. I have some terrible birds. They're so mad. They're put
They
me. If
pull
it
them up.
weren't for the fact that if I whipped them with an extension cord, they would die. I'd be out there
Oh
whipping them
Lord.
real good because they are so mad. They pull my yams up.
They
I
pull
said
if
it,
you I can send you some more.
please. I
I
was
send you
too
some more.
scared to say anything. I felt so bad.
No, it's all right. Stuff happen. Birds pull my stuff out sometime.
So I
I
heard on
guess they think it's a worm. I don't know what they think.
even if you feed them, they got plenty of food out there. They just. I was watching one yesterday. I was like, you got food up here. Why you jumping down in my pots and stuff like that? Get out of there. So I do try to cover things because once things get a certain height, they don't bother because they're intimidated by it. But when
Yeah.
they're like this and like this, and even the things that we can't see, they can see them seeds for some reason or another. They go
Yeah.
down there and they get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so nice. And thank you for having me. You got me out the bed. I was trying to lay in the bed like this. Put my hat on.
Oh Lord, Miss
It's
Gail.
they're as hot as AP double hockey sticks out there. It's gonna be
I
hot
know
as
it.
hell.
It's
Yeah, it's
burning
hot.
up. I think it's supposed to be 96 today, I think. And we
Um,
supposed to get rain. It's supposed to be 96, but then when it rains, it's supposed to cool off. Supposedly. We'll see what happens.
Today is a cool day because right now it's 88. I should have had my what up and out in the garden earlier when it was cooler. But by Sunday, 95, Monday, 97, it's gonna go up and up and up. And if you haven't planted anything, you better go on out there and you got a break and plant something because
Mm-hmm. I planted yesterday. It was 93, which is low for us right now.
yeah, you in
So I
Florida.
planted yesterday, and then it kind of rained all night. So the stuff I planted probably had a good time. Think I
Yeah,
need to tie some stuff up, but I love to plant right before the rain,
yes.
and then
And I
I
see it
run.
come off after the rain because
Mm-hmm.
rain is not like it used to be. It's not as wet as it used to be. So if you go out there, and I don't know how much rain you do get. If you put your hand in that soil here in Georgia, about one fourth of the inch into the soil is dry at the bone. It's dry.
Mm.
It's dry, and I'm serious. So I tell people still water. Water before it rains if you can, water after it rains. Do not rely on the rain because our rain
Mm.
is different. It's like it's a chemical rain.
Mm-hmm.
GT Junior talking about it's 54 degrees. You don't have to rub it in, GT, that it's
Where
54
where is
degrees.
GT located?
In Alaska.
In a way.
Oh, that's right.
Hmm.
Thank
I
you,
do not
Casey.
thank
even
you.
enjoy 54 degrees, so you can keep that, JT. I don't like GT. I don't like it. I'm
But
not.
he
It,
shows the
I'm a
innovative
equator
way.
baby.
He shows an innovative way of how to grow in different time zones. If it's something that they say you can't grow at that time or in your time zone, he comes up with ways to show you how you can if you manipulate the situation, which is pretty.
Hmm.
It's a very interesting, thing for people to learn that we don't have to be confined by our grow zone. You know,
Hmm.
still grow things that you see other people growing in Texas and Alaska and in Minneapolis or whatever. You just have to make an adaptability.
mm,
Hmm.
88 degrees in Ohio. That's what Kason said. That sounds fabulous to me. 88.
Yeah, 88 ain't bad.
Yeah, we're 88 right now. Yeah.
I wish. Miss Gail,
Mhm.
uh, I saw your video where the guy was telling y'all about the greenhouses and everything. That was somebody that you knew that was their greenhouse that they had just put up.
Yes. Yes. She lives here in
Okay.
Georgia, but yes, she has the property in Alabama. As a matter of fact, I will be going there again on this Wednesday. She sent an invite for me to go again with her. And they are, let's see, I'm putting it up. It's called Joyful Farms. And they're going to be talking about pest control, soil health, crop planting with live demonstrations. They're going to do hydroponics. There's a whole schedule of things, and I will videotape it. And the hoop
Okay.
house, if you're interested in a hoop house, these people can help you with that with no money. You know,
Hmm.
you don't have to use your own money. So the government just has all these programs a lot of us don't know about. You know, so I'll be going there on this coming Wednesday, and I'll be
Okay.
bringing information back. Yes.
That's good. It was a lot of information in that video. I'm glad
Yeah, it
that you're
was.
gonna get
And
a
I'm gonna
chance to
take my
go
little
back.
Minnie Mouse camera and try to videotape as much as I can without running out of space. But
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
they're gonna do a tunnel house training. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. They're gonna do a tunnel house training on that day, hydroponic tour, and some more stuff that they're going to be doing. So I am interested in the tunnel house. Having one,
Mhm.
acquire one on our property because we have a flood zone and we can get it elevated up and with whatever's going on in this world with our gardening situation and people crops not growing right, whatever's going on, a tunnel or a hoop house or whatever greenhouse is the next answer to protect your crop, your crop. And then of
Yeah,
course
I think we were talking about that last week in the live. Like
okay,
being able to cover, either cover your plants from sprays and stuff, but also like you were just saying with GT, is I have some trees that I feel will survive if they were under a tunnel and I could leave them out there in my climate. I could cover them up for the winter or something like that.
right.
Or you can prolong your season for certain things
Mhm.
by
Mhm.
using it. So yeah, that would be real valuable to put on your property.
Almost definitely, and we all may be headed there if things continue to spiral out of control like they're doing now. You
Yep.
know, it's gonna happen. I don't say don't give up, don't get frustrated. We just have to find alternative methods. There's always what, like we say, all right, David. There's more than one way. In a
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just get stuck on one thing, going in one direction in one way. If you going downtown and you trying to get somewhere and the traffic's blocked, then your GPS or your knowledge is going to tell you, okay, turn this way, go that way. We're going to find a way around. So we found a way around all these blockades that's coming up that's been put in our way. You just have to be
Mm-hmm.
intelligent people. These intelligent, y'all. Okay.
Yeah. Army chickadee. Yeah, boiling pineapple skins. Yeah. She said she uses her pineapple skins to make tea.
Oh,
I've
Um,
done that before. Yeah, I've done that before.
I
It
might
gives
have a video on that.
is that the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
pineapple whole? She say skin, and she talking about the
Yeah, like
outside.
after you like when you peel it, the part you cut off, you can boil
Mhm.
that and you make a tea. You going when you get through boiling it, strain it, strain all those solids out. But yeah,
Yeah.
it makes the pineapple taste and it's good.
She gonna make me go get a pineapple. I've
Mm-hmm.
been
Yeah, it's
threatening to grow one anyway, so I will be headed to the Asian store to get a pineapple.
yeah. Yeah, and take the top and stick it in the dirt and it'll root. I rooted
Yeah.
them several times. I think Arma Chickadee wants your hot sauce recipe.
Oh,
I
I will. I can post it. It ain't mine. This was my first time, and like I said, normally when I do something for the first time, I find a recipe, that I can kind of follow. But I'll share it. Actually, girl, let me get to the comments. When Diva posts this live, I'll go back and put the link under it. Cause if I go back to the comments, I'ma be gone.
you right. You right.
And
I
I'll
might
let y'all know how it tastes too.
Did you use cayenne
okay.
peppers? I missed the first part. So what did you use for
I
yours?
use sugar rush peach peppers,
Oh, okay.
but the recipe that I found said cayenne pepper sauce, but I ain't had it, so I used what I had.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're gonna be good. I taste the sugar rich peach pepper, and
Okay.
She
it
Yeah.
was
tasted it. She
delightful.
tasted that on the video, Miss Gail. It'll
Uh-huh.
make you holler laughing. Holler. She was biting that pepper, and I was in my head like, "Girl, you taking some big bites." She got to the third bite, and she could not handle it. It was over. It was
That would have been
over.
good. Yeah. Oh, so she got brave.
It
Yeah.
was
Oh, she was,
delightful.
and her daughter was behind the camera trying to tell her, "Mama, these bites
Don't
you
do it.
take
She said,
are."
I think it was the bite that she told me. I said, don't bite it again. And then I bit it. It was bad. Ooh, it
Army
was hot.
Yes.
Chickadee says that the pineapple tea helps with inflammation. So that's some
Okay.
good information. Uh,
Hmm.
And I love me some pineapple. Then I can take some of this mint. I'm going to go harvest some mint for some subscribers. And oh God, I'm going to do a video if it's not too hot. But the pineapple and some of the mint in there together with a little honey, oh,
yes,
and some turmeric. Oh my goodness, and ginger.
it
Oh,
will
I'm
be
about to get
good.
healed up in the garden.
It's be good. L Triple G, what kind of worms did you have on your fruit trees? Uh, she says she's spraying her fruit trees time this year, and she prays that she gets a harvest. You'll get a harvest. You'll
Mm-hmm.
get one.
Hey, GT. Yeah.
She says she L Triple G says she puts hot peppers in her yogurt. Huh. That
Okay.
my heartburn just lit up just a little bit.
That's interesting.
You felt that right here. You felt it in your
Yeah,
chest.
yeah. It flared up just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
L
Not
Triple
much,
G
just a
must
little
like
bit.
it hot. I
Hmm.
used to as a kid. I used to eat a lot of hot stuff. I can't eat that stuff no more. I think my body has rejected me. It
I
said
like
Once
nope.
hot.
you get the tolerance level drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know mine has, and your digestive system slows down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
bit. Enough for you to know that it has slowed down. You'll know when it's slowed down. You'll be like, ooh, that means, it's still sitting there. That was earlier
Oh.
today. Still
You
sitting.
gotta do a little more work to get it moving and make sure you eat something to help you. Drink something to help it move.
Drink more water. I drink a lot of hot tea, so that helps. Like if you drink something
Hmm.
cold, the stuff is not moving like it should. You know what the coldness does, right? The lever is going to constrict, so it's going to move slower. So if you drink some hot water, hot tea, hot coffee, whatever, or warm, something warm, room temperature, and that'll help it move. So the older we get, the more fluids we need. But
Hmm.
but ask me how enough. Okay.
L Triple G say she got some invisible worms that make the jelly come out of the fruit. L Triple G, you must got peach trees. Miss Gail know what those things are. She
All
knows what they are.
peculiar, my
So
cousins,
look,
yeah.
so do I. I know what they are too. But shoot, I get a handle on that real quick because they'll
Yep.
ruin your fruit.
Take
Is
that
that
and
what
mess
you
it
use
up.
the
Don't put
kale
it
and
in your
clay
heart.
for?
Hmm.
Is that what y'all use the kale and clay for
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
fruit trees?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's one thing you can. Yeah, the kale and clay. I also spray my trees with it's called fruit tree spray, but it's basically mineral oil and dish soap. You can make your own. I make my own now, but take
Mm,
mineral oil and dish soap, and I spray my tree before it even leaves out. I spray it with
Mm.
that.
mhm.
And then during the season, I spray with kale and clay,
So you use mineral oil and what now?
dish soap like Dawn,
Okay,
any
and
kind of dish washing liquid. Yeah,
you spray that
and
on your
you
trees before it leaves out, before the leaves come.
yeah, like
You
like like during winter time, because basically, like if you have, there's also a thing called a peach tree borer. It'll bore into the bark,
got
and if
that
you
too.
spray your tree with that, the mineral oil, the only thing the dish soap is there for is to make the oil and the water mix together. That's the only thing
Right.
it's there for. But the mineral oil will coat the tree. So if there's
Mm-hmm.
anything in that bark, it won't be able to get out. It'll kill it because that tree
Mm-hmm.
is it and the tree is coated with the mineral oil. So that's really all that's for. But then you could spray that once the tree has leafed out, but I worry about that oil on the leaves and the heat, just like neem oil. I
Right.
worry if that may cook your leaves. So I don't use that once it leaves
Mm-hmm.
out for that reason, because I don't want it to cook my leaves. So then I go to kale and clay, which naturally it's not gonna hurt the leaves or nothing, but it'll stop that plum curculio or whatever else is going. And if you spray your trunk and stuff, it'll stop whatever's gonna bite into the
Got it.
trunk.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
LGGG, like I said, don't make the kale and clay into a paste. Don't paste it. Start off light spraying and see how your plants are doing and
It
how
does have
fertility
clay
is.
in the name that very much makes me want to feel like it's clay.
So that's just a name. It really is clay, but it's refined. It's been refined down to a powder whereas you can use it in a spray bottle and won't clog it up. And the
Hmm.
state is very natural because it's like we have clay all around us, and that's what it comes
Yeah.
from.
Georgia got a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, we have tons of clay
Georgia got a lot of it.
made out of them
And
but clay
I think
down
they have some spots in Texas too. I don't know exactly where they are, but I know Georgia got a lot of it. Because see, the way I found out about kale and clay, and I think I mentioned this in my video. I don't know how many people know this. Some people eat that kale and clay.
here.
Now, what makes them want to eat it? I have no clue. I'm not going to debate over. You would have to ask somebody who does that why they do it. But but yeah, and they said people would go to very specific places and eat that. My grandmother used to eat clay dirt. She used to
Mm-hmm.
like clay. She used to get the clay dirt and she would bake it in the oven to get it real dry and also to kill anything in it, like bacteria or anything. And she would eat that clay dirt. Now, why she
Yeah,
did it, I don't know. I,
they need the minerals. It's like when dogs get
okay,
sick, they start eating the grass and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. People have the same instinct, and especially pregnant women. Pregnant women
yeah,
will
they
eat
say pregnant
the
women do a
clay.
lot.
When I was growing up, I witnessed a lot of women, pregnant women, eating that clay, and so your body may be yearning for whatever minerals is in whatever you are craving for, and that's going ahead and give it to them. So, um, can you spell the worm name? Who was that she's talking to? Was
She
oh,
probably talking about
The
yeah,
curculio.
the
yeah.
plum
Y'all go ahead.
cuculia, C U
I don't
R
know
C
how.
U L I O, CUR cuculia, CUR CULIO, plum PLUM, plum cuculia, and I think I spelled that right, but yeah, and look it
That
up.
sound that sound right to me.
Yeah, look it up and look up everything about it. Um, Everything you need to know about it. Yeah, CURCULIO, plum. And on your trunk, yes, you can go on ahead and make that a little thicker around the trunk. Just so you don't want to suffocate anything. You want it to still be able to breathe, but you can make it thicker around the trunk. There you go, dear. Thank you.
You're
Miss
very
you.
well.
You be on it. You be on it, doc on it.
Well, I want them to be able to, like you said, go look it up and see you know. I was the
This
same
is
way. My
good to know
peaches,
because I've never sprayed my fruit trees before.
yeah, when I first started getting peaches, the first year I got peaches, I had no issue. The next year, that's when I started noticing that little goo coming out the peaches. And I said, what is that? And then I didn't think nothing of it. I went and harvested one of them peaches. When I opened that peach up, it showed up was a worm in there. It wasn't big, but it was in there.
It
I
was
said,
in there.
oh no. I got to fix this. And so then I went to the internet then. And matter of fact, I think that's how I found your channel, Miss Gail, because you was in one of them stores and you was showing the people where the fruit trees had the peaches on them and the plum curculio had already bit into them.
Right,
Mm.
And
right
you was
at the
telling
store.
them people do not either break those fruits off and leave the
Mm-hmm.
fruits or just
Mm-hmm.
don't buy the tree because
Right,
you'll take that home with you. And I said,
right.
oh my God. I'm so lucky I bought my tree and didn't have no peaches on it because I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have known that when I
A
bought my
lot of
tree.
us, when we go
Me
to these,
either. I wouldn't have known that.
these big box stores, we just figure everything is all tape. You need to check the leaves for bugs, for eggs, because a lot of times if you don't already have it, you bring it home from the. I mean, they're outdoors, so of course the same way they come to your garden and attack it, they are attacking the big box stores. So you need to check everything from down on the soil where the root is. Check the trees for their what am I trying to say? Graft level. People just pick them up, don't think about it. If that graft level is not looking right, leave it. So you need to inspect your trees, people. Inspect your plants, the $5 and $6 plants they're selling you. There's some bugs in there.
Mhm.
Check the leaves before you bring it home. Because you bringing that stuff home and introducing it to your environment. And all it's going to do is multiply.
Yeah, that's one reason that I try to keep stuff that I just got separated a little bit at first too. I mean, I try to look when I'm there, pick a good one, make sure I'm not bringing nothing home. But even when I get home, I'll be like, y'all stay over here for a little bit.
They be
Yeah,
quarantined.
That's to make yeah, there you go. They quarantine for a little while
yeah,
just to make sure they ain't bring no foolishness to the garden. Because when you have a lot of stuff growing, you don't want issues spreading, and they can spread fast.
yes, they do. I had bought 2 banana trees from the big box store, and they had some kind of brown on the leaves, looked like some kind of disease, and it started spreading to my other plants. So I picked them up and took them back. I said, "Oh, this has a disease. Something wrong with it." And they were looking like, like ooh, ooh, and they put it in the bag and took away. So this time around, I went back and I saw some healthier plants, and that's when I bought the banana trees. Now, granted, here in Georgia, I probably would never get bananas, you know, but I
Well,
can use them.
Lady Cheryl get bananas. She in Texas. But don't get me wrong, she go through a lot to get them now, cause she have to really protect them, really make sure they don't freeze. But Lady Cheryl done got bananas on several occasions. So
Okay,
you
that's why
never
I don't
know.
have
Never say
bananas.
never.
9A and B versus 9-8A and B. So y'all are how to
It depends on what you
along.
want to do for them, how much you want to baby them
Yeah,
and
because
protect them.
Miss
That's
Cheryl,
all.
Miss Cheryl in Dallas. She in 8A. She in the same
Oh, she
zone as
is?
me. Child. Yeah,
Okay.
she in 8A. She
Well, anybody who know me know I baby my citrus, so they're gonna sit with my citrus right over there with my citrus.
Okay.
And I mummy wrap my citrus when it gets cold, and they will be mummy wrapped too. I just keep it in a
I
container.
think you got a chance. I think
Yeah,
you. I think you got it. You got a plan.
yeah. I think that's what I'm. Right now, they're in isolation, like you said. I want to make.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna adapt to my environment and see how they're responding to where they are. So far, so good. So in about another week, I will move them into a bigger pot and put them over with the citrus. And especially, who is that? The plant, the banana plant shut down this week because of protest. And I was trying to find it, but my phone is frozen.
talking about
I
not Dole Chiquita.
Tequila,
Who? Okay.
tequila. The biggest. But so I said, I may need to go get another banana plant because
Yeah.
everything shut down over there, and that's one of the biggest suppliers of bananas.
Yeah, a banana Chiquita is.
Mm-hmm.
L
Yeah,
didn't
Triple
even know
G.
about that.
yeah.
L Triple G says she has lanternfly worms. L Triple G, you got
You got them
everything.
already?
I don't know what that is.
I talked about it on the live this past Tuesday about the lantern flies that is invading us now, and they
Oh, I
look
need
like
to
a
go back
moth.
and look. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go back and watch it.
they look like a moth, and it's like beige with orange wings and a lot of black dots all over it, and they cluster together at night. You need to look it up so you'll know what to look out for. And they leave a mess on whatever they're sitting on, some kind of
Mm.
type of stuff. So yeah, lantern flies. You look it up, you'll see. I am. So what are
Y'all
you
know I'm gonna get
doing?
my phone now and see.
I'm like, we
'Cause
got
I
all
got
kind of new bugs.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? New bugs. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, we're being invaded by new bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Where they coming from? That's the next question.
It's a good question.
You go somewhere and it's called the spotted lantern fly. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I don't know if I can, but it's a cute little thing, but it's a problem.
I'm like, it's cute.
Well, the
I
colors are
mean,
pretty. I'm gonna say this: that the colors are pretty. It's a bug. No bug is cute to me, but yeah, the colors are pretty. The orange and the brown and the beige, But it's a mess. And I'm not gonna read on here because it's deep channel what all it does. But if you look it up and see what
I mean,
damage,
you feel free. It don't bother me. I'm reading it myself on my phone. I
honey,
see
look,
what you.
it feeds on more than 70 plant species, including hardwood trees, roses, oaks, grapevines, and stone fruits such as peaches, plums, and berries. Like we ain't got enough problems. And it excretes
Yeah,
a sugary fluid called honeydew that can coat vegetation and surfaces located below host plants. And the sticky residue attracts black, sooty mold growth, creating an unsightly mess that's difficult to clean. So just
Mm.
that much right there lets y'all know.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
That's
sounds
nice.
like issue after issue. Like you eat all kind of stuff, you leave a mess. Like you just doing the most.
yeah. And here comes some more stuff. You
Get-
know,
L Triple G say something even attacked her grapes. Okay, Aisha, you gotta buddy with these grapes. Some is you know what, L Triple G, you might want to for the file, you might want to look into some nematodes to spray your yard with.
yeah. That
Um
was a great
you may
nematode video that you did.
Yeah,
Do.
you're gonna have to go back
Mhm.
and look at my nematode video. And I did an update, and so far it's a lot of stuff that I have not been seeing. A lot of those beetles that had now I'm still having, hell with the harlequin bugs. But other than that, like I used to see a lot of leaf footed bugs. I haven't seen but one. And I killed him or her. And I haven't been seeing a lot of those June bugs, and it's a lot of stuff I have not been seeing, y'all. And like
Um,
it was a lot of stray animals that used to walk around, so sometime my yard would have fleas. The fleas are gone.
Mm.
um so the nematode, and I'm gonna spray them again in the fall. But so
good.
far they've been working for me. It was I that $30, I'll pay that $30 again.
Hmm.
That's good to know.
Yeah, yeah. I may
Now I
have to
will
do
say this in the middle of the summer, because you have to keep the soil kind of damp.
Boy.
It's too hard to do. Don't try.
yeah.
I wouldn't suggest in the summertime because you can probably be trying to water your yard too much. Just wait until it's fall and the rain is naturally gonna come, and that'll help you out. And it's also cooler because if you spray those worms and let your ground get hard, get dry, you're gonna kill them. See, so you don't want to kill your investment.
Yeah.
Um,
So how long did you have to keep your ground warm? I mean, moist in order for it to
It
withstand?
told the package told me to try my best to keep it moist for like 2 weeks, and that's what I did. But since I put them down in the spring, we were already getting rain. It was in April, so I think
Hmm.
I had to water maybe 3 times. But we were
Mm-hmm.
getting enough rain to where the ground was not drying out, and it still was cool, like it was in the 70s here. So that would be my ideal, y'all. If you could spray it anywhere between the fall all the way to the spring. If your winters are mild and your ground don't freeze, you could spray it then. If your ground freezes, I wouldn't recommend spraying it because I think the freezing might kill them.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll post the link, L Triple G, to what I purchased. I'll post the link so that you
That'll be
know
helpful.
directly what I purchased. And if you go back and watch my video, I'll tell you, and you'll see the little catalog they sent a catalog that had all of these beneficial insects like ladybugs, lacewings, praying mantises, all sorts of beneficials that you can buy those from them too to introduce into your yard. Because I just showed recently, people be so worried about aphids. I don't worry about aphids no more. The
Yeah,
ladybugs
check out the
come
lady birds.
to my
Some
yard, and when I
might
tell
sound
you
low. I've
who,
seen them in nurseries. Like when we went to go get the
yeah,
I don't know if you remember when we went and got the praying mantis eggs at the nursery. They also sold like the ladybug ones, and they
yeah,
also had nematodes too. I had only heard
okay,
of people using nematodes for their house plants though, to keep from like the gnat
fungus
larvae
gnats,
stuff like that.
uh-huh,
Cause that's the
yeah.
biggest issue for me in house plants is like I'll be scared to water them because I don't want nothing to grow and live up in, in the soil. They be dried out.
Yeah, I can't do
I
all
was
that,
just listening. I'm like,
swinging and fighting.
Brand new toes in the house. So they do tell you to do that?
I've seen
Yeah, you
people
can
have
use them for
put them
house
in
plants.
their house plants.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
interesting.
can put them in the water and water your house plants, and it'll kill fungus gnats, so that you don't have to do all that fighting and swinging. Because I tell people all the time, that's why I really don't like house plants. I can't be fighting and swinging them gnats up in here all day long. That'll run me crazy. I cook. See, maybe these
Yeah.
people don't cook. I don't want that in my
Mhm.
food flying
Or
around
keep
my
fresh
head or
fruit in
something.
their house. Because when you have fresh fruit, that's already a
Yeah,
battle. So
yeah.
Yep, 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 that's
that's
right.
why I got snake plants. They could dry out and still be alive.
Something that's easy peasy.
But yeah, they So Miss Gail, what else have you been harvesting besides potatoes?
Oh, Lord, my goodness. You know what I did? And I was going to do a video on this because I had somebody to say, I don't want to grow a lot of food, especially things like potatoes, anything that has to process and grow, I mean, and dry out. And I was like, you have to think outside the box. I ordered, because I forgot I gave mine away, bacon wraps that you stack up, like cooking bacon wraps. If you dry, you cooling wraps, let me say cooling wraps.
Hmm.
We always think horizontal. We have to go vertical sometimes. And you stack them on top of each other, and I'm going to show it in the video. And I just put my potatoes on the bacon wrap, the chicken wrap. They need to have some legs, and they hook into each other. So people, don't let certain situations stop you from doing certain things. Think outside the box, you know. But I've been doing, I'm doing tomatoes and potatoes and kale. Oh, Lord Jesus, I don't even know. I got everything out there on my deck. Um, and I just got my peppers. I think you think about my bell pepper out there on my deck. I'm going to get that today. Um, I can't think of what else I've gotten. It's in there in a basket or whatever it is. Um,
I had to put this one up here.
Oh, I was like, I could see a comment. I have ladybugs, but they be so fat. I think they tired from all the ABC. They got the itis.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Your
oh my
ladybugs need to work out.
That's funny.
They just need to have more babies.
And
The
I
babies
have
eat
that
more than the big ones.
Malabar spinach. I tell anybody, if you like Malabar spinach, grow it. I've got that growing out there. I eat off that every day.
I like
Um,
mountain spinach.
you do. That's a crazy plant. You need to have a little room for it because it's gonna grow real crazy. It's gonna grow.
Yeah.
It's a sure win. It's definitely a sure win. And you're gonna have spinach until the first frost. You know. But I eat off. It's a good feeling to know you can go right outside your door and get your breakfast, except for the eggs. I don't grow eggs. I don't have eggs. But everything else, my vegetables and my fruit, right here. I can go to the lower garden
Mhm.
and walk. I can go right here on my deck and get my spinach and my kale and my Swiss chard and my tomatoes and a whole bunch of stuff. I have my apples and my peaches out there. The peaches are not out there now, but they were out there. Just a whole array of food that I could just step off my door and get and eat.
Mhm.
And as far as the grapes are concerned, I did do the what you call those bags, the organza bags. I went out
Mhm.
and put organza bags around the clusters of grapes that I have, and that keeps the pest away. So now
Nice.
nothing keeps away a squirrel who has hands. The ones that are aggressive, they're gonna tear the thing up. But for the most
Or
part,
raccoon.
raccoon,
Sometimes they take the whole bag with them. Or open the bag, leave the bag. They untie the bag. Like, don't
yeah,
untie my bag and
she
leave the
said
bag
under
here.
the bag.
Don't
Look,
do that.
look. I would have rather whatever took my fig left my bag. They owe me some
Man,
money for them two organza bags. I want my bags back. Hey
I
Shay,
don't know.
it's good to see you.
for you.
They took the whole bag, and you haven't seen the bag.
I had two brown turkey figs, and I put a little organza bag around each one of those figs, and I had my mouth set because I had touched them. I said, "Oh, I got about 2 days. These gonna be perfect." I came back out there. I didn't see the bags. So I said, okay, well, maybe they tore them off and they on the ground. I looked on the ground around the tree. I walked all around the yard. I
Maybe
done
thought
walked
it
next
flew
door.
away.
I walked a block. I still ain't. I don't know where that. I don't know if it ate the bag. I don't know what happened. But I never did find my fig or my organ. Because at one point I said, okay, if you ate the fig, but can I find the organza bag? I
Maybe
just
it
want
was a rat. Maybe it was a rat. Cause remember when my loofahs was getting eaten, they was eating the bag too. I was like, damn, you eating the bag, you eating the loofah, like you just eat everything. Could have been a
Ooh,
rat.
Miss Gail, if you ain't seen Aisha when them you got to see that video where she was growing them loofahs. And it was funny because she was going out there. This was last year. She was going out there and the loofahs was ate up and she didn't know what was eating them. She set a trap and everything. The rat was on top of the trap with the
Eat
loofah eating
up.
and was not in the trap. I was hollering. I mean, them rats ate every loofah they could eat. They was out there every time. She said, I'm just finna harvest all of them because they're eating. She would get the loofah and think it's all right and turn it over and the back
And
was
if you
ate out.
ate up,
She
they
used
so
the crab as a ladder
disrespectful.
to get up a little higher. He said, "Thank you."
Yeah. He was going up the higher ground. It was
Oh my
ridiculous.
goodness! What?
I was dying. I mean, it was a whole saga of these rats and the loofah. I was like,
Oh
I
my
think we
goodness!
had like 10 rats last year that we caught in the garden, and they was eating good.
Ten? Did you say ten?
yeah.
Did she?
10. Yeah.
Somebody sent me something. They said to do a video of this kind of rat thing that traps rats. And I said, I don't have no rats and I don't want to attract them. They have to go back and do the video and let them send it to me.
Do you have any cats?
No. Well, no, my neighbor has cats and they're always over here.
Maybe that's why.
They probably running
I
them
have
off.
a dog and he'll catch them, but he's not outside all the time. My dog bougie and he black too, so he can't be outside in the heat all the time. So the
They're
rats,
black.
he bougie and black and bougie.
No,
So I think if I had more cats, it probably would be okay. But baby, they
Oh,
told my was
that
up.
that rat that was on top of that trap was big as a cat, Aisha. That thing was that was rough. When she was filming, I did not. I mean, turned the camera right over there. He was on top of the trap, just eating. Just I was dying. I
oh
said,
my god. Hey Shay's Urban Edibles. How you doing? Oh my goodness. That's a cartoon or a commercial, girl. You need to send that one
yeah,
out.
you be
Commercial. I have another commercial when we chased the rat for 2 hours
What?
in the
yeah.
garden. I made a commercial and I put like um
The little music.
Tom and Jerry like running type music in the back. It was quite funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but it was funny once I made the commercial. We chased that thing for 2.5 hours. Then I had the nerve to want to set it free. My husband was like, "We're not doing this again. Like I'm not setting nobody else free." After 2.5 hours, I get to not set it free. I was like, "Okay, you right. You right."
2.5 hours. You want to set it free? What's the matter, you? No, no.
As I go further in my gardening journey, I'm less and less inclined to set things free.
No, 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 no. That's no. Mm-mm. You growing for
Did
you and
y'all
your
see?
family, not the rat.
Did y'all see
Really?
Bull caught a squirrel and he was gonna relocate it, and then he did some research and found out when you relocate squirrels, the squirrels that are native to that area will beat up the other squirrels. Honey, he did a U-turn and went back to his house and let that squirrel loose in his yard.
What?
Oh,
Let it loose?
But you know, Bull is he an animal person though, because you know his
that's
son want to
so
be a vet. His
sweet.
son want to be a veterinarian. But yeah, Bull is a he's soft hearted. He even though he been in the military, he's soft hearted. But he did a U turn and showed it. He said, "Y'all, I did some research. I can't let the squirrel loose, and the other squirrels gonna beat him up." And he
Oh,
went
that's
right back in his yard and
cute.
opened the trap and let him out.
Lord,
Now, what he gonna do by his fruit trees or whatever he got out there? I don't know.
nothing. He better not do another video complaining about them fruit trees.
He better
Not
not.
now, nothing.
He
He
better.
gonna have
He
to get
better.
some organza bags. He gotta double
Yeah,
it
he
up.
gonna have to cover. He gonna have to do something else because if he not gonna, do something, but he gonna have to cover. Or he gonna have to do something else. But yeah, it was funny and sweet at the same time. You know,
And that squirrel gonna go and mate with another squirrel, and they're gonna have baby squirrels and gonna say,
yeah,
"Come on over here. This is your
And
they
they
mama
hold.
gonna
here."
he gonna bring his whole family to eat bull food.
Yeah, and his peach trees be so loaded down that he
Pop
have
them
to
up.
thin because they'll break the limbs. I told him he
Hmm.
could prop the limbs up, but he decided to thin, which that's fine. But yeah, if he don't thin, it will break the limbs off his trees. His trees be so loaded.
Yeah, I love that for him. I'd be like, "Oh, the
Yeah,
dream is real."
the fig was at the end of the branch. Yeah, it was kind of that. Yeah, they was good sized figs. If you talking about is that the ones they took, yeah, they was at the end of those. But my brown turkeys are kind of low. When they get taller, I think maybe the possums and raccoons will get the lower stuff. I don't know. They may try to climb up in the tree. How do I know?
They will. They will. My figs are not ready. I'm seeing people talking about figs on different channels, and
I had three ready so far, but I still got green ones. All of them not ready. As they come ready, I just get, so I get one
Yeah,
and then
I feel like they
another one.
just keep coming in waves a little bit. Like I've been harvesting some, and now I got like little new ones that I gotta wait on.
yeah, I have not a line already. But it's the climate that you live in that determines when it's
I noticed this year a lot of people in Georgia actually like their figs started making figs behind mine. Like like my figs were little and theirs had just started, putting them on. I
right.
noticed that
Mhm.
this year. But I
Because
guess that's the differences you notice in the zones and areas and stuff, when stuff comes on or whatever.
yeah,
Mhm.
your climate, you guys warm up faster than we do and everything. So the heat is what they thrive on. We
Yeah.
get cold, we stay cold, we get warm here and there, but then we go back to cold. So that starts to grow. And it's not until now that we get that constant heat, and that's when we'll see more growth. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking somebody in North Carolina, I think it was Led Farmer, his pig. Well, we off of the south and south, and he is so. Because he has some beautiful pigs. I was watching his video yesterday. His pigs like he big and huge. I'm like, I don't know where he is. Dude, I'm saying North
But
Carolina. I'm
not
like,
only that, he's also growing well, if he may have more than one fig at this point, but he was growing LSU golds. Those LSU golds, I have one. They get huge. Like
oh,
when
Mm.
my LSU gold first started putting on figs, the figs was so heavy it was weighing the tree down.
mm-mm.
But yeah, LSU gold figs get big like this. They get huge.
They
And
were
I
big.
didn't, yeah. And I know he used to swear by LSU gold, and now I have LSU gold and purple. I have both now. So
Mhm.
I think I have a purple that I got from one of the local nurseries around here. I need to go out there and do something with it because it looked like it needs some attention.
yeah.
But yeah, I
My
think that's
Violette de Bordeaux finally put a fig on this year.
who is
I
that?
got my Violette de Bordeaux. It put on one
Oh,
fig.
okay.
It put on one. It tasted
You said
good.
a fig
Yeah, this the
specifically.
It's a
first
good
time that
tasting
it's
food. I gave mine
this
away.
this the first time that it's ever fruited because I got it as a little bitty. It was this big maybe a year or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Mine used to fruit all okay, but the thing about the Violet de Bordeaux, the figs were too small for me. I wanted bigger figs, so I gave mine away.
yeah.
Hmm.
Eh, I, if you want to cut it, I do your cutting on it and let you go
Okay.
because they get huge. And
Yes,
I send that with the yams.
with the yams, I'm gonna put the yams out in the garden, the lower gardens. The birds are not bad out there, but up here on my
Yeah,
deck, they're busy. They are
yeah,
so busy.
I'll do that, and then that way you
Somebody
can try those.
had a cucumber plant on their deck or on their patio, and they went back out the next day, and it had been severed, like someone had cut it. And I didn't get a chance to plant. That was the birds. They did that to
Yeah.
my cucumber plant. They did it to
I
my.
Mhm.
wonder what make them do that.
I have
And
no idea.
I wonder if that's what happened to mine. So I have several cucumber plants planted in a general area, and I
Uh-huh.
noticed that one of them just all of a sudden the top died out. And I noticed down by kind of closer to the ground, it had been cut.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I
But
had
I
a
wasn't
cucumber that was cut this year too, and I didn't know what happened to it.
it probably
Birds.
was a bird.
Birds.
now
And
I
birds
wonder
be
does it
all
make
in
a
my
bird.
yard, so that makes sense.
I don't know what's in that cucumber or what is the smell. What makes it attack the base of a one of my cucumber plants and what these at the base, it clipped it maybe halfway up. But these are new plants now. They're not the older plants. These are new ones. They go after the fresh ones. And they go to that stem. I don't know what they're after. And they just snip it for some reason. And I'm on the deck. I'm looking around like, who came up here and cut my plant? I'm like, somebody came and cut my plant. I mean, just a clean cut. And I was up, and
But
the
that's
top part was
good.
different from the bottom part. It was a bird.
Yeah, the
Mm.
birds they doing too much. I'm making it too nice for them over here, I think.
Yeah. But
You
I'm still
said
harvesting.
Bandit got some nice figs. I need to be more consistent with watching Bandit. I have watched him, but I'm not consistent, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So I be missing stuff. But I know he's a hell of a gardener. I know that much.
Mhm. And he doesn't have super long videos either. You know.
No, he doesn't. Bandit went to one of those get-togethers. I think he went to the one that Sifted Some Soil went to. I think.
Okay. That was in Texas or something.
Yeah, uh-huh. And they looked like they went fishing. They had a barbecue, I think, or fish fry or something.
That sounds like so
I,
much fun.
I've tried rooting figs 3 times and they die at different stages. So I'm only trying rooted grown figs. Casons, when you tried to root them, how did you do it? If you don't mind me asking.
Beaver has a video on rooting cuttings, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Mulberries, figs.
And I think I have a video doing my mulberries that you sent me, which was successful.
Yeah. I elderberry, you root them the same way, just kind of
Oh,
shove
my
them in the dirt.
elderberries are doing so well. The
Yeah,
ones
mine
that
are
I
growing
rooted.
like gangbuster.
Yeah. As a matter of
Mine
fact,
is growing, but somebody else is harvesting
they
them.
She
But
said
they
somebody
growing
else
though.
hard.
be
Well,
sitting there waiting
you
on
may
the
get to a
mulberries.
point. You may get to a point like me, like the my big elderberry. It has so many berries that I do suspect the birds are getting some, but I think I'll still get some. You know what I mean? Once your plant get to a certain size,
Yeah.
because I have so many clusters of berries that it's unreal.
Does your mulberries does it bear twice a year or just once a year?
The everbearing bears twice.
So you have
Oh,
an
The
evergreen.
depending.
Pakistan, the Pakistan bears. So far, it's only bared once.
Now I've never tried to root a fig cutting, so you're gonna have to walk me through that.
Okay, it's simple. It's just like an elderberry. You pretty much just put it in soil and put some over
Cover
the top. Like
the
I put a grocery just like a Walmart bag, like a grocery bag over the top, just to keep it humid under there and just
Mhm.
keep the soil moist. That's all I do. It's just like an elderberry. I don't know if you got your elderberry as a plant or cutting or what, but
I got it as a plant, and they are huge,
okay, okay. But yeah, you
huge.
just shove them in the dirt, just like mulberries. The same way you did those mulberries. Do it the
Hmm.
same way. Just make
Okay,
sure
I'm
they
gonna just
stay moist.
level in the dirt. Then we're
It
gonna see.
wasn't
keep it
figs,
simple.
mulberries,
Don't let it dry
elderberries.
out.
all of those, they root so easy. They're really easy to root. Now, I think sometimes people maybe they overwater a little because you don't want to you'll rot it. You know what I mean? Even the
Yeah.
mulberries, if
Mhm.
you water too much, it'll rot the cuttings, and you don't want to do that. But you do want to keep the soil moist until they take root.
So you can keep them outside right now, or do they have to be in the shade?
Yeah, I did all of mine outside. I didn't do any of them inside. Now I wouldn't suggest doing it in the winter outside because it's
Hmm.
cold. But right now it's perfect.
Okay.
Hey
Okay.
Stephanie Valadez, you're very welcome. I'm glad you be watching. You must
Hello,
be
Miss
in the
Stephanie.
bushes.
Yeah, I am going to try as
My
soon as I
baby,
get my
he
pennies.
had and the roots and leaves grew when I took them out of the bag. Okay, Casons, I've had that happen too. You get something rooted and then you take your bag off and then it dies. That's kind of a little bit of a shock to a plant. So imagine if you have been in a greenhouse or some type of humid environment for so long, and you're so used to that humid environment, and then all of a sudden somebody say, okay, get out, go outside, and you're not used to that drier air. That's kind of a shock. So what you may want to do is next time you do it, once you see your stuff growing good, so that you don't shock it so much, just poke some holes in the bag or tear some holes in the bag so that a little air can get in, but it still stays a little humid, and leave it like that for a little while. And then maybe sometimes take the bag off just a little bit, like kind of expose the stuff a little bit, but don't take it all the way off. And then maybe your last step will be go ahead to take the bag off, just so that you don't shock them that much. I had some mulberries do the exact same thing to me, so that's not abnormal. I think the plant just kind of got shocked and it couldn't handle it.
That was a good answer. Okay, ladies, I have to go early this time because I'm supposed to go
That's
help
fine.
Stramango with her music video.
Yeah, so when you be on BET late night, let us know when you coming on so that we can. But
I'm
y'all,
gonna
we
let
gonna end
y'all
the live
know.
here, and we'll be live next week on Aisha's channel, probably the same time. But play it by ear. Y'all be looking for us. And thank you, Georgia Peachnut, for gracing the live. We appreciate
Thank
you
you,
and
Georgia
all of your
Peach.
wisdom.
Thank you, Brother Cat.
So we'll see you guys next week, and y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye
Peace,
bye.
everybody.
Bye. Oh, that everybody close. Do what you call me. They done